surprise co-host today with us. And I'm super excited to have her join me today. Phone one, unfortunately, can't be a part of tonight or to this afternoon's because she's got some family issues and keep her family in your prayers, please. Her grandfather's not doing too good, but we are all praying for you, girly. We're all here for you. Love you. If you need anything, we're here. So I've got a special guest that's going to fill in for her tonight. And this girl here, I have had the pleasure, the privilege of getting to watch her beginning of her racing. And she is like one badass chick, let me tell you. And I bet y'all never guess who I'm talking about. Let's just show.
My god, okay. You're
Yes!
talking about me.
Chasity Jackson, the 3-in-1 Motorsports.
I'm super glad you
Um,
gave me this opportunity, though.
And I'm glad that you are willing to come on and co-host with me. It is such a privilege to have you on here. So
It
for
was a little out of my comfort zone, but you know what? It's fine.
this, you can do this.
Yes, we're gonna do this.
So tell the people that are not familiar with you, which if you've living in a rock, you don't know who she is, but yes, our girl. So tell them a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so first off, if you don't know me, my name is Chasity. I drive the 3-in-1 motorsports car, and really and truly, I never have ever wanted to race before until like 2 years ago. And my dad drugged me to the racetrack and told me I would get a shopping spree and go out nice to eat. And that was not the case. We went and ate McDonald's and went to Sam's Club
He
and
didn't
got
say where
groceries.
though. You said
No, I know, and then I'm sitting up there in the stands literally like this the whole time because I'm so mad, and I looked at him, and they were just, like, pacing around the track, like, getting the feel of it,
"Mm."
and I said, "This is so boring, I don't wanna watch this," and I went to, like, get up, and I was like, I'm going to the truck," and he was like, "No, you're not." About that time, they hit on the gas, and he said my eyes were, like, so big, and I looked at him, I said, "I wanna do that," and he was like, "We'll get you somewhat close to that. We can afford that."
Was
So,
it a late bottle?
yeah, it was like the Lucas Oil, dirt series, so and then he looked at me and he was like, "Imma take you to, like, a regular, like, what you would be racing Saturday night." So we went to Swainsboro, and when I got out there and I seen the Crown Vics, I was like, "What in the world is this?
I know you
Like,
did.
why? This is not." And he was like, "This is what you're gonna be in if you race." And I was like, "No, I'm not. I'm not racing that." Now look
That's
at me.
funny.
And I don't regret it. Like, now that I'm
Yeah.
in it, it's so fun, and I couldn't, like I take back my words I said for all of you that was racing at the time I was hating them.
What, were we just too slow or something? You're like, "I am not
Well,
going
looking at
in."
all the other cars, y'all just, like it was like y'all were, like, not going anywhere at all.
I know, but whenever you sit your butt in that seat and you're
You
on
think
that
you're going
track.
so fast.
Yes,
When
yes.
I first started, they actually threw me in the biggest race. They threw me in the turkey race in
That's
Swainsboro. That was
right.
the first race I started, and they told me I looked like grandma going out there, and I was riding, and I thought that I was going fast. I felt the wind. I was like, "Yes, I'm going." And then
Right.
here come, like, the cars that started, and I was like, "I'm not going anywhere."
That's so funny. You're so cute. You're like, "Yeah, no, I'm
Mhm.
not doing anything."
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then but I've gotten better.
so Swainsboro was my very first race too, when I first
Um
started.
Once I got out that car and there was, like, 31 cars there, I looked at him and I told him he was crazy that I was never racing with that many cars again.
But
Yes, and
yeah.
they didn't do, like, the B mains or anything. Everybody made the show. Yes,
Okay.
but they learned from that because they didn't do that this past year.
No, they don't ever need to do that. Not in Swainsboro. It's too small.
No, yeah, it's too small. That's not my favorite track. I like Dublin. If I have anything, it's between Dublin and Golden Isles. They're the biggest tracks, and
Yeah,
I like them to
Dublin,
be banked.
I bet
Yeah,
you need
yeah,
to.
and it's so banked, like, you can really use any part of the track. You just got to know how to drive that part of the track. Cochrane's okay, like, I like it, but as far as, like, going to Cochrane, it's not my favorite. I
Yeah,
don't know if it's just, like, the type of track it is, because it's not like clay, it's more of the
the
whatever
gumbo,
you call
that
it.
gumbo.
Yeah, I
Yep,
don't really care for
it's
that.
so slick, so
I
slick.
know. And we already set my car up pretty loose, which is not something I like. I like to be in control of the wheel. I
Yeah.
want the wheel to go when I want it to go. And so when we raced in Cochrane the other night, before I took out in the heat, I was not okay with it. I come in there and I told him, I said, "You better be lucky that I'm wrecked out or we was tightening something up, cause that was n we was not doing that." And he just looked at me, he was like, "You've got to step out of that comfort zone." And just wheeling on around. I was like, "It's different if I'm out there by myself doing it, but
Yes.
when other cars are around, I'm scared they're just gonna come in there and smash me," and I'm like, I'm scared."
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I get that.
So, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's fine, but he
So
really did seem like he was upset I didn't wanna spin it all around.
yeah, he wants you to drive it like a late model, huh?
Hey, I think he froze on me.
I did. Hold on one second. Are you there?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's gonna do that. My internet does that stupid
it
crap.
probably doesn't help it's storming here either.
Right, it's storming here too. Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine after this Swank we done posting, we're not racing this weekend.
Yeah, I see it too. I see it in their future.
I ain't even unloaded my car.
Mm. I've unloaded mine because it was in the hauler. Yeah,
Yeah,
I had
no,
to move it.
will be alright. We have, one of our friend's trucks actually here, and he's, like, asking dad to paint it because he painted my race car with all the glitter in it,
I love it.
and so we put it in our shop, and we don't have the other one built yet, so I'm like, "Mine's going under this shelter," and if you know me, I baby my car, Susie, like, I'll wash it, and then I'll wax it, and then I spray it all before I go to a race,
Oh, heck yeah. It's gotta look
and
good.
Colt picks on me so much about it because he tells me that there's no need in all that because 'cause I'm just gonna wreck anyway or somebody'll hit me, but I think that one day when I get to a 602, mine'll look the best out there.
That's
I'm
right.
have it shining.
That's right. Got good goals at the beginning. But no,
Right,
everybody picks on me too because I'll wax mine and they'll be like, "Dang, you could just slide off this bad boy." I was like, "That's the
yeah,
point. We wanna wax it where everybody just slides off of us and don't
right.
stick."
And then now that the paint's chipping where I've gotten hit and I, like, go to wax over it and it'll fall off more, and I'll just look at him and be like, "Can we, like, go ahead and repaint it, please?" And I'll
Hey,
just kinda, like, bang my head down. He's like, "No, no," because when I first went out there, the first race I ever put on the track, I was not anticipating taking pictures because I was like, "I'm gonna be fine, like, there ain't this'll be one race, it ain't gonna get that bad." I was
look at
wrong.
that look.
I had a whole I had a whole hole in my door by the time we was done. Not happy with it,
Yeah.
but it's okay. It's
I
a
was gonna
race
say, I
car.
didn't do that, did I?
No.
I always have to ask, like, "God, did I get into you?"
No, I don't remember who it was, but yeah, I had a hole in my door, and my dad was like, "Did you take plenty of pictures for, like, your shirts and stuff?" And
Mm.
that's why we don't have any new ones because I didn't take no pictures of
Oh.
my car before the race. And I was like, "No." And he was like, "Well."
So
Well, it was bad too. The
Oh,
fender was messed up because they, like, spun me or they hit me in the door, and then another car, when I spun, hit me in the
uh,
front. Yeah, so it's just
dominoes
whatever.
effect. Ugh.
It's okay though.
Yeah. So speaking of, like, your car and stuff, how about Saturday or we race Cochrane Friday, right? Yeah, Friday.
Yeah, you did.
So Friday in our feature race, me and, Randon Durden kinda got rubbed each other or whatever, and my
Mhm.
back quarter panel fell off, and somebody took it. The track official threw it over the wall and, like, where your entrance to go into where you, scale at,
Yeah.
and I went to go back there that night to get it, because 'cause it's got half my wrap on it. Like, half of my wrap's gone on my car, on the back part of my car, and that little the rear
Why did I not notice this?
yeah, because it's black and ugly now. Uh, but really, yeah. But yeah, it's gone, and, like, is somebody took it. So if anybody's listening that actually grabbed my little back piece, can y'all just give me my wrap back? I just want my wrap part back because I don't wanna have to buy another wrap right now.
It ain't cheap. That's why we just paint
No.
them the color we want them to be. And I
No.
feel like it gives it more character than when you wrap them.
Mhm. Yeah, I
So,
used to think that the wrapping would make it more secure and the dents wouldn't be there as bad. Girl, I think wrapping it's made it worse because my whole wrap's coming off of my whole car. Now that it's been so like, we just redid my car beginning of
yeah.
this year, and now the wrap is coming off everywhere. On the doors, on the back quarter panel, now I'm missing half of it. So, it's
Oh my
sad.
god. Well,
Yeah.
see, at the end of the year last year, we weren't gonna redo my car. I'd asked, I was like, "So, are we gonna redo my car?" And he was like, "No." And, he was like, "It's not that bad." The next race, I tore it up.
You said we finna redo my car.
And I pulled back in, and he didn't ask if I was okay. He didn't ask anything thing. He goes, "Well, I guess we're redoing your car now. What color do you want it?"
And
And I
it's
was like,
so
"I want it to have sparkles." And
oh,
so
it's
he
sparkles.
So we went and ordered all of it, and we accidentally added a little too much, and that's why it's so sparkly. It's
Never too
almost
sparkly.
overwhelming.
No, it's never too sparkly. It's beautiful. I
No.
love it. Like, we ordered some, glitter flakes for my roll cage too, but you
Yeah,
can't
I
do
like your
it.
roll cage.
Well, I do. I like the Pinkalicious, and I love the glitter, but the glitter's not enough. Like, I wanted it to blind y'all.
Yeah. Well, if you don't I have an ugly rim, like, the rim is, like, full of rust because we pulled it off of one of our spare
Hush.
car parts.
Mhm.
And so they all pick on me because I have a pretty car with an ugly rim, and they told me that spray paint is $5 to go buy some, and I was like, "Well, if I go buy spray paint, Imma go buy glitter spray paint, and we gonna glitter them." And
That's
they just
right.
looked at me, and I was like, "I'm for real.
Yeah.
Like, don't play with me."
Yes, you're my kinda girl, I swear to God. Glitter and pink, and you're good. Like, as long as it's glitter and pink, we're great.
Yeah, like, I mean,
Yes.
I don't
I
like
hear
I
you.
mean, and it's kinda weird though because, like, you think like, pink and teal, I feel like anytime I see, like, pink and teal on the track, I'm thinking, like, "That's a girl," but so many guys have pink and teal cars or
They do.
whatever, and I love it, and, like, anytime I see them on the track, I'm like, "I don't care if he's the slowest one out there, that's my car, I
Mhm.
like that car," and I'm
Oh, yeah.
like, "Well, this is his lap time." I'm like, "I don't care what his lap time is." I liked his car, and
Yes,
they're like, "Well, it ain't about the looks," and I was like, "To me, it is," and they're
it
like, "Okay,
is.
word."
And
But, I mean, most of the time, a good-looking car catches so many people's attention.
yes, yes, you're not gonna sit there and look at an ugly car like mine now. I
Well,
miss my pink car.
when daddy had that camouflage car that he bought from somebody,
Yeah.
I will never forget, like, I called it the ghetto camo, I'm not even playing with you. Like,
The ghetto.
he never yes, he never washed it, he never vacuumed it, he did nothing to it. The only thing he did was spray paint a number on the top of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was, like, the O 06 and had, like, the open mouth or whatever, like a emoji or whatnot, and so I called it the ghetto camo, and he was like, "Well," he's like, "My car don't have to look good, it's faster than yours." And I was like, "Okay." So I showed him on Waycross how fast his car was. I put him
Yeah.
straight into the wall, and then I popped his tire, and then we come back out because he was trash talking me all week because that was, like, the first time he's ever raced me, and, he was trash talking me all week, and I was like, "Imma show you." And then it made me even more mad, and I shoulda known better because I really coulda messed my own self up, but
Yeah.
he'd already popped a tire, and he'd come back on the track in front of me and got in front of me and was, like, messing my laps up. So when he went in 1 and 2 in Waycross, he went high and he cut low. Well, I had already seen him going high, so I cut low and I, like, was going through the bottom of the turn. Well, he come down, and when he come down, I was right there, and I booted him right on up into the wall, and I popped his tire again, and I pulled back up, and I can't tell you how, like, scared I was. I mean, I knew he really wasn't gonna get on to me, but I was like, "He's probably gonna be like, 'No, you gotta pay for this,' or whatever." And I pulled back up, and I was getting out my car, and I was trying to be quiet about it, and he was like, "Well, I guess you showed me, didn't you?" And I was like, "I'm sorry." And he was
Facts.
like, "No, it's fine, I don't care."
Well, see, that's great though, because like, me and Wes, when we race against each other, like, he swears up and down I put him in the wall, but he was behind me, and, he drove over me, so he put me in the
Yeah.
wall. So I love it. I love it when you're with people that you race with and you can have that.
Yeah, you can have that fun.
Yeah, and if you get into them, then they know it's not on purpose. I mean, like, things
Yeah.
happen and you just have fun.
Well, my thing is Robin's racing, and I don't
Right.
mind if you do it to me once or twice, but then if it becomes a repetitive thing, I'm gonna say something about it. Cause I
Yes.
mean, I know Imma get into you and you're gonna get into me, but there's no way we get into each other, like, hard every time
Right.
and not just rubbing. Yeah, it's, like, on purpose, and, like, I work on my car just as much as you do, and whether people know this or not, and just because I'm a girl doesn't mean anything, my dad makes me get out there and do my car. If I don't go help, I don't race.
Right. I've seen videos
Like
and she's not lying. He does make.
yeah, and it's not all for views, like, I'm not doing that just to make people think that, like, I'm so serious. Half the time, I forget to even, like, try and blog because he'll call me and he'll be like, "I'm on the way home from work. When I get there, you better have the car on the jack stands, the tires took off, and ready for me." And I'm like, "Okay." And then so I'll go out there and do it, and then I mean, no, I don't know how to do everything on my own, but I've learned a lot, and I think I could change a tie rod if I had to or a ball joint. I
Yeah.
might not have the muscles to, but Imma get it done.
Tricky. I don't even think I could do that. That
I
was
don't know, he made me change my control arm the other night and take the whole thing loose, and I was over there, like, pulling on it because when I, like, messed it up in, Cochrane, I
mhm.
was over there pulling on it because it wasn't like the nut was in the piece that the control arm was supposed to hold on to, and
Yeah.
so I was sitting there, like, pulling on it and yanking on it, and I'm over here I was like, "This ain't you." I said something, I was like, "You can't never use this again." I said, so I took a hammer and just smashed it, and he was like, "Stop." And I was like, "Well, I've been trying to help." And he was like, "No, like, I got this." And he come over there and, like, he helped me, and he had put Loctite on one of the bolts because it kept coming undone for no reason, and I was so mad at him for that because I felt weak, but it was just Loctite.
Yeah, yeah. Wes will do that
But,
to me
I
all
mean,
the time.
he was struggling, he was sitting there and you could see it on his face, and he says things like, daddy says things when he's trying to do it, he'll be like, "Oh, get off of me, I don't like you," or whatever, he's, like, sitting there pulling on it, and his brother was there helping us, and he was like, "I tried, I'm telling you, something's wrong with it, something's wrong with it." He's like, I think I put Loctite on this one," as he's, like, trying to pull it, and, like, he's shaking, and you can see his veins just popping, and I'm like, "You need to go to the gym."
Tell me you need to get some muscles.
Yeah,
Um, Real quick, I'm going to add our guest in to join our
okay,
conversation so we can all talk together. But tonight we're gonna have Tristan Rat. I'm not even gonna say his last name because I can't. I mess it up. I don't like messing up names. So whenever he gets on, we're gonna make him say his last name. But
okay,
it's
that's
my
fine, because
brother
I couldn't
from
say it
another.
either.
But my brother from another, Tristan. I'm gonna go ahead and tell him to shoot on with us real quick, and he could join our conversation. But keep going.
But, I mean, like, yeah, like, I really do, like I get out there, and most kids, like, that raised, like, my age, I feel like I've heard many people say that they don't get out there and help. That is not the case. As soon as he bought that car for me, he was like, "Now listen," as he was handing the money, he was like, "You're gonna get out here and you're gonna help, or you're not gonna do this. If you don't help me, then we're not doing this." And I was
But
like, "Okay." So I go out there every night and I help him, and I stay in the shop until I can't.
yeah, that's good though. That teaches your daddy's teaching you right. That means you have
Yeah.
respect for your car and for others because you're gonna have to work on it. What's up, Tristan? Yeah.
What's
Can you say
up?
the last name for us? We
Yeah,
don't know how
say
to
your
say
last
it.
name. Ratch
Rattery.
Rattery. See, I told you I was gonna mess it up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't say it that way.
I'm gonna say
A lot,
Rattery.
a lot of people say Raturi
No, I said Ratatouille.
or that. Yeah.
Yeah, like
A lot of black people, they don't even try to announce it. They just rat.
Yeah, rat. You damn rat.
Yeah.
Alright. So we were talking about, how her dad makes her work on her cars. Like, she is not like all the other kids where they just get everything handed to them and their dad does everything and they just drive. So
Yeah. You should definitely work on your cars because you're not learning nothing if you let
oh,
somebody
I
else work on it.
know,
So
but I don't have the muscles hardly to help him do anything.
that's why they make impacts.
Yeah, but then, like, the things he's trying to get I gotta get out, the impact won't reach it. Yeah.
Well, yeah. That.
Right. I'm sitting
Sometimes
there
I
struggling with a wrench trying to or a ratchet trying to do it back and forth, and then it ain't coming loose.
right. So
yeah. Sometimes I struggle on a lot of my stuff.
Do
Like
go
you
I
do it
gotta
all
get
by yourself, though?
yeah.
he came
See,
to the
I don't have
shop
to
one
do
time
that. I'm
and
a little grateful there.
yeah.
I do it all by myself. There's a few things where I get my stepdad Tyler to help me with, but other than that, it's usually just me.
Here's
Okay,
you.
so what about you going off the bat
Hold
straight
on,
away
y'all,
in
I'm
Cochrane the
frozen.
other night? You was
Hold
so
on.
happy you couldn't hold it
Hold
together?
on, hold
What
on, hold
happened
on.
with that?
I was so happy, I just never let off. But the rear end had
Okay,
broke.
I'm
The
back. Hey,
bars on
excuse
the
you?
rear end, they broke, and then I never let off. I
Uh-oh,
kept
you
just
still
going
frozen.
up the racetrack, jumped off. So
Yeah,
that
like, you went off, and, like, I didn't get to race the feature. I was just watching y'all, and then all of a sudden, Birdie was actually up there. He's like, "Tristan just flipped," and I was like, "No, he didn't," and I was like, "He went off, but he didn't flip." He was like, "Yeah, huh, that's what they said," and I was like, "No, he didn't." So did
yeah.
you or did you not?
I never flipped. I never did flip, but everybody thought I flipped. I thought I was gonna flip. Yeah, it had been a couple weeks. It was like we're supposed to do it last week, and then we did it, but the recording ended up messing up, so I had to redo it. And then Chablis couldn't come on. She was like, "I'm gonna get." She was like, "I got somebody. You know them, but you've never talked to them." And I was like, "Chasity," and because I'd seen y'all's Facebook post the other day where you photobombed her, and I was like. well, she hadn't really talked to Ronnie. She doesn't really talk to nobody else. I was like, it's got to be Chastity.
Yeah, she was like she called me yesterday and she was like or she was texting me first on Messenger. She was like, "Hey, I need you to call me." And I was like, "Okay." And I thought she was like wanting me to like just be on here with her. And I was like, "What is it?" And she was like, "Can you co-host with me?" And I was like, Sure, but who?" And she's like, "Tristan." I was like, "I don't know him. I've never talked to him." And she's like, "He's cool. He's cool. He's good with anything." And I was like, "Okay."
Yeah, I'm chill. So, there ain't no reason to be nervous.
No, I don't know, but I was.
Oh, she is. You back? Apparently, you're just so cheated up. My bad,
You
guys.
speed it up.
Yeah.
How
Apparently
about
Tristan.
so.
you though? Cause you went from being, like, one of the slowest to the fastest and winning your 3 in the juniors and moving straight up. What are you talking about?
I was only slow for like, I'm still slow, but I mean, I was just getting better at driving than most people. A lot of people, there's so many people cheated up now, it's insane. But I mean, you can get your dad to go over my car. Nothing's illegal on it.
Do you think he knows what he's doing? Absolutely not. We tighten bolts and hope nothing's broke. What are you talking about?
The same thing with me. I hope nothing breaks, but I still break.
Yes, he has a good habit of hitting walls, but or flying off the track backwards. After you
Yeah, we
win a
did talk about
race.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was too
I had
excited. He
a,
didn't know what the break was.
I had to make that cool though.
Oh yeah, you had an epic win. I mean, epic finish to your last junior race win. That was
Oh
pretty
yeah, it was
phenomenal.
now I'm struggling in pros with old Mike. He
Not
won
Mike,
he won
Mike.
Mike, I love him to death, but he just had to come all the way down the racetrack and hit the guy in front of me, and it tore the front end of my car up, so I got to fix it still. And I just fixed the rear end. I rebuilt the whole rear end Thursday night. I put everything back in the car. I got done at like 1 a.m. Went inside, chilled out, and I had to remember I had some bolts loose still that I completely forgot about, and I got up under the car, and I was like, "Good thing I got back under the car because all the center white link bolts were still loose. I had to tighten all those up, so I got that tightened up, and then we go back out there and tear the front end up again. So,
Well, I
but
can't say nothing.
just part of it.
I guess. But me and
Well,
Susie were talking earlier though, like it's different if they do it 1 or 2 times rather than every race. Like,
Yeah, which I wasn't mad at him. He was racing other people. I think it was kind of clueless. He come all the way down the racetrack in the corner, and
yeah.
he hit Jason Lang and put him to a dead stop. But I didn't have no brakes at all. I put brand new brakes on the car, and now I didn't have no brakes. So I went off in there, and there wasn't no stopping it. So I just plowed into him.
for
But
Tristan.
it didn't even mess up Lang's car. It folded mine all to pieces though.
They're built different. What are you talking about?
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get him to build my car.
Right.
I am tired of fixing this thing.
Oh
I know
yeah.
that's not.
I'm telling you, Tristan's got, if he ain't got no luck, if he ain't got bad luck, he's got no luck at all. He is tearing something up
S
every weekend.
and
And
most
blaming
majority
Susie. Not playing.
yeah, majority of the time though is not my fault.
Oh,
Other than the walls,
see?
the walls are my fault. But
Well, I can't say
m-
anything on walls because I had my share of liking them for a while.
Yeah, she was the new
Yeah,
wall banger for a minute.
I sure was.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you heard. They told me
Bam.
they started calling me Tire Rod, Daddy and them, because they was like, "That's all you do is you break your tire rod every time you turn into it." Until I broke the control arm, and yeah, it was bad.
Yeah.
He was a
I
little stressed
have
that night.
I had a big problem with breaking tie rods and ball joints last year. That was my biggest thing was breaking tie rods and ball joints. I just double noted the tie rod. Now I still got the same one than the ball joint. Luckily it just hasn't broke yet.
Well, see, we
So
figured out with on the ball joint, the nut they give you or whatever,
Mm.
it don't have like enough rings or something. So you have to take one off of like the actual Crown Vic cars and put on there for it to hold. And
Or
so he
double
did
nut it.
that. Yeah,
yeah,
and
because
it ain't done it. It ain't done it again.
even with my tie rod double nutted, it still comes loose. So I have to check it after every race and tighten it back up. And then the ball joint, it's always loose. So I tighten it back
Always.
up.
Yeah,
My
mine's
big
always loose
sockets,
too.
the black ones,
Tyler, don't be
I don't have
interrupting
any
us.
big sockets.
You gotta
Yeah,
go.
I ain't got nothing past
Finna get a whooping.
a 24. 20.
When
Check
Susie moves
check the
up, he's
top of
gonna
my
get an even
Milwaukee
bigger
box.
whipping. I said when Susie moves up, he's gonna get an even bigger whipping.
Shoot, nah, he was
Queen,
asking for a socket.
when Queen Susie comes, you got it coming for you.
That's right. That's right. Peasants.
I just gotta avoid her. That's the only problem. I just gotta avoid her.
It ain't that bad. It ain't that
Don't let him
bad.
talk to you like
It
that,
ain't that
Susie.
bad.
And then I gotta
It's
watch
that
out. I
bad.
gotta watch out for old Ronnie.
Nah, I don't
She's
think so.
fast enough. Yeah.
No, you really do. You do gotta watch out. Like,
Well,
all
I
right,
guess
so
it was the
we haven't discussed about this past weekend, so everybody probably thinks I'm just being a clown. But I'm not really being a clown, I'm being a queen. Yeah. Yes.
She's
So
over her head right now, guys.
yes. Let me brag for a minute. Let me brag. God. So
gotta give you credit where credit's due. What are you talking about?
exactly. We had a
I guess.
full race. He just salty because he ain't the king. But
I
he's
didn't even
coming.
go.
He's
I,
Look,
did,
he was
I
wiping his
got
eyes to wipe the tear away.
I know.
no.
He
My
got tore up
eyes.
and couldn't run.
I
My
could have
eyes
fixed
itching.
it. I guarantee. I didn't even. I thought it wasn't even broke. I just pulled off because I didn't want to tear no more up in Cochran. But I could have raced Dublin. But I was like, because they tear too much stuff up. They tear way
I
too
don't
much stuff
know.
up.
The
Yes.
worst was Cochran the other night.
Yeah, Cochran was bad. It was caution after caution after caution.
I mean, I couldn't even make it out of the heat, and that says something. Nobody could. There was, 19 cars and, 9 finishing?
Well, at least you didn't spin out in front of the whole field during the heat like I did 2 weeks ago and tear
Right
up
in
all
front of
kind
me.
of cars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the race I'm talking about.
Oh,
And
I
I
messed
told
you up
him
too?
that,
I'm
no,
sorry.
when I wasn't in your heat. Somebody,
That's
I don't
right.
remember which one it was, but it was a white car with blue number, and they spun out in front of me, and I couldn't stop, and I just hit them, and when I hit them, that other car come
Yes, your
flying and
car.
hit me.
I remember you came into the pits and I was standing there and
Yeah,
your
and
poor
I'm so glad
car.
you were down there because I was like, what do they want me to do now? Like, my
You,
radiator's busted. Take me up there.
yeah, I
Take
was
me to the
like,
center.
yeah, I told her, I was like, I need you to turn your motor off because you're fixing to blow your
She's like,
motor.
all I seen
Water
was
was
she's going, turn
pouring.
it off, turn it off, turn it off. Water's
Yeah.
everywhere. And I was like, okay. And I'm sitting
She's
there
like,
trying to turn the
okay. I'm
Yeah,
like, I'm
it,
just
you
telling
ain't
you.
got to be that cautious with it. I mean, it's not good for the motor not have water in it, but it ain't gonna hurt it.
No, she was smoking and water was pouring and some black
That's
stuff.
just that's just the coolant off the motor.
Well,
It's
we
just
don't
steaming
care.
off of it.
We don't care. It was scary.
No.
We don't want her motor to blow.
Right. I don't have
No,
another one to lay on. I don't got one.
if I didn't blow my motor up the other week, you dang sure ain't. I had mine scorching and need more. Like I got out of that car, it put it in the limp mode because it was about to blow up. No lie.
And then
Yeah.
he comes the next weekend and his motor's not running worth a damn.
Oh my
He's
gosh.
mad as fire.
It would not run. All it was one singular mass airflow wire come out the connection, and that's what made it cause it not to run at all. That's when Anthony Fulford won.
Yeah, because
but
your car was messed up. That's the only reason Anthony Fulford won.
no lie. But and then I got it fixed, and I come back to the front. So
See, you got something in that car. You can come back to the front.
my foot. That's what I got in it. My
Me and
foot.
Susie will come inspect. Me and Susie will come inspect.
That's fine.
Yes.
Y'all can inspect anything.
I've seen his car from top to bottom at our shop. It's been there enough, but yeah.
According to somebody, I'm the reason Susie's up front now. So
Yep, it was said that
they said that
go
she
ahead.
done froze. Somebody was saying that me and Susie's already at each other's shop, so I've been got her cheated up.
Who said that? It's the T podcast. You got to drop the name.
Ashley, I think her name was. Who was it? Ashley? Susie who said that? No, she was saying that because Susie's up front these past 2 races that we're at each other's shop so much that I've got her cheated up.
Yeah.
And I don't even have my own car cheated up.
No.
I think you're the
But
reason Susie's gotten faster.
Yeah.
I think it was her flipping and learning her car or something.
And chasing.
Oh no,
Yeah.
you flipped and you said, I'm about to show y'all now. And then
No,
you went
I
up
said,
there.
girl, I said, I'm about to quit now. Then I go out to Cochran, spin in front of the whole field, and I'm just like, yeah, it's about time for me to quit. Then I get in Wes's car, and it drives itself around the turns, and I'm like, maybe I want to stay in it. And it's not the Wi-Fi box. It is this actual recording app. I can still hear y'all. I can still see y'all, and I can still hear y'all. But
I'll
yeah.
pay for your one. I'll pay for
No,
your
it's
new
not.
app.
It's not the internet. It's not the internet. It's
I'll
this
pay for
app.
your new app.
Like I've got to do
Sponsored by
something.
me.
Yeah, sponsored by 3-in-1 Motorsports.
Yeah.
She's a.
I'm gonna put my thing on your car too. Hot pink.
Yes, please, please. We'll tag Tristan's too. Hell, his car needs some pink on it anyway.
Shoot. I bet I just Anything but bad luck.
Anything but
I
bad
I
luck.
tell you, I was going over my car last week when I got everything done. I had a Reese cups in the back of the car.
What, in your race car?
Yeah,
You was
Reese's are bad luck.
hungry.
yeah, they got nuts in them. Peanut butter.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Okay,
It's
I
bad
got it
luck.
now.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I can't say anything because when I first started racing, I did not know peanuts were bad luck.
Oh God, yes.
And I brought them to the track, and Brody and Colt told me that they're bad luck and that I didn't need to be eating them. And I was like, y'all are crazy. I
Girl,
won't say that again.
let me tell you, I nutted up, like completely nutted up on this lady that came around our pits. She was walking around with bull peanuts, and I was like, honey. And then she want to sit on my car, touch my car. Girl, you need to get some yonder. You need to get some yonder now. Why? That's just stupid. I was like, you call it stupid, and I call it get the hell away. Because we ain't
Uh,
finna have this.
it is bad luck, and don't pick up pennies at the racetrack neither.
I don't look for money at the racetrack. They take it all
Shoot,
anyway.
She
that's why
said-
I look for it. Shoot, that's why
Yeah.
you drop you some money, you ain't gonna get it back. I tell you that.
Oh no, oh no.
Not if
I
I
was-
find it.
You could see somebody drop it and then somebody will pick it up and they'll be like, hey, that's my money. No, that was mine.
What you talking about? What you talking about?
Yeah, what you talking about? That's mine. But all right, so this past weekend we had to run Cochrane Motor Speedway and 441, the historic 441 to run for the King and Queen of Crown Vics. And yes, I'm fixing to brag on myself. Yes, yes, yes. Gonna do it. Gotta do it. Gotta do it.
Yeah, we got
Anyway.
Queen Susie.
So Friday, me and Lawson Bryant, Lawson Bryant.
Yeah.
We had a spectacular fish. Like, we raced so good together. I love him. He's awesome. He raced with us 2 years ago, and then he had to sit out for shoulder surgery. And now he's back, and he's going to give Tristan a run for his money. Yes. He's a...
Well, you gotta get in the pro class before you do that.
He's going to soon because, yeah.
Oh yeah, Lawson, he's a pretty good driver.
Yeah.
He's a good kid.
Yeah.
I like him. I helped him in the Popo 150 race in Swainsboro, and he broke his car, and I was over there helping him. But that's the only time I've ever really talked to him. But like he's kept in touch with me on Snapchat and stuff like that. So
yeah, he's pretty cool.
He's pretty cool. He'll be a good driver. He's more knowing what he's doing than a lot of other people out there.
Yeah, and
Well, I only knew Lawson when I started the first race in the turkey race. Him and his dad come up and they're like, "Are y'all gonna leave your trailer here because it's not enclosed?" And Dad was like, "We're leaving everything. I'm not hauling it back into it." And so he was like, "All right, us too. See y'all tomorrow." And then like every afternoon we would talk and talk. And then now his dad comes up to us and like, "Lawson didn't get into you tonight, did he?" And I was like, "No, like no, he didn't. If anything, I probably got into him a little bit. If you see pink, it's from me and not Susie."
Right. She's not pink no more. Yeah. But his whole family's awesome. I love them. They are just they're wonderful. But we had an epic finish. We was like this at the flag stand. Yes, I tried. I tried to get my third win, but he's a little faster, a little bit, a little smoother
Well,
coming out the
you
turns.
did. You got it in the King.
No, I
Queen
did
race.
not. That don't count.
I don't think that counts.
That don't count.
Well, I mean, I'm saying you did
Yeah.
get a third win, just not.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there she is cheating again, wanting to stay in the lower class.
Right.
She's trying to help you out. She's trying to let you get on up there.
Shoot,
Yeah, get you some practice before I come.
I need her to get up there so she can start banging other people out of the way. I need to come through up there.
We got to Ricky Bobby that thing, huh?
Yeah. If I'm gonna get up there with them big old motors up there, yeah.
Yeah. But you got what it takes. You
got it.
do. Even
I
when-
do. The car don't.
He said, I do. The car don't.
I go off in the corner and something just breaks.
So he told, Tristan called me and he was like, you know what? I'm just done with these Crown Vics. I'm sick of fixing. It's every week. I'm just done with it. I'm starting on my late model. And I'm like, no, you're not. No, you're not. You're staying in the Crown Vics.
No,
I'll be back for the Hunt the Front race in Cochrane next 2 weeks.
That's right. That's right.
just
I don't
do that.
know. I don't know if I'll race this weekend. Probably ain't worth trying with all the rain, but
That's what we were talking about.
Yeah, I ain't even unloaded my car.
I unloaded mine, but that's it.
It's literally sitting out there. And the only reason I say that is because it can't go in the shop right now because there's something in there. And he was like, "There's no point in unloading it. Just back it on the shelter." So that's what we did, and now we're waiting.
Yeah, it's gonna rain it out though, honestly. I mean, I'm not gonna
No
run.
doubt.
I'm not running Cochrane. I mean, Swainsboro.
And that's like, speaking of that, Swainsboro, you are becoming sorry with these payouts. There's a pine tree race, and you're not even making enough money. You're paying more to get there than you are making money. Y'all are absolutely ridiculous.
I mean, we're not in it for making money, but you do want some money back to put back into your racing so you can go back and race again.
Right. If I
Yeah.
tear up, I want to be able to fix it. You know,
Yeah.
I'm spending all my money to go to the racetrack for them. I mean, Crown Vic's bring enough money to make more payouts.
Yes.
It shouldn't be no $300
Absolutely.
to win a big race for a pine tree race.
Right.
That has been
Is
that's
that for
been
the
a big race.
pros?
Yeah, that's for pros. It's $300, and then
Oh.
it's like, I'll look it up. Matter of fact.
Yeah, that's wow. But you know, they did rain out the first race.
Yeah, and they ain't raced much, so they might not have any money to give.
Right. I think they've only had one
Shoot.
race this whole season.
Well, they had the Popo one, and then
the
they had like
Shaford, yeah.
yeah, one more. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, but
But
you want more
still,
people
I
to
mean,
come. I mean, it's
but
Yeah,
last
I
year's
understand what you're saying.
yeah, last year's pine tree race, you know, I won it last year in the junior class, and I think I got paid 300 or 350
right.
for the junior class, and the pro class was paid out a lot more, like 1,000, wasn't it, or close to it?
I don't know. I didn't race that race. I missed a lot of them last year that y'all were all like ranting and doing good about. Like I didn't go to the King and Queen race last year, and technically I didn't this year. I just raced at the Dublin, but
You were there though. You were there,
yeah,
and you got to
just
see
not.
me outrun Ronnie
I know, and then
Johnson.
I got to photo bomb you.
Yes, that was great. I love that, and I thank you for that. I've been waiting for
No,
somebody to be excited to photobomb me once, and
and I
you
was
finally
like,
did it.
I looked and I was like, "Oh my gosh, you won!" And then I darted off, and they were like, "Don't run!" And I was like, "Y'all be quiet, leave me alone."
Yes,
And I ran down there, and I'm like, "Yes!" And I'm waiting for you to get there, and then Wes was just taking his time, and I'm like,
always.
Walk faster."
I can't even find it anymore. But anyways,
Oh, I thought you were just frozen. You were just like,
no, I was trying to find it, but it's not even up there no more on the page.
Well,
no,
then I've already caught it
it's
off.
yeah.
But that means they were gonna race 2 weekends in a row
Right,
because which I won't be at the next one anyway. So if we don't race this weekend, I won't be racing until like July 19th or whatever.
and
Yeah,
then
but I don't really like
Yeah.
Cochrane.
Yeah,
Cocker's fun.
it is
Like
fun.
as long as it don't bite you in the butt, I mean, it's fun.
No, the track's fine. It's just how they run it. It could use some work,
Yeah.
to say the least.
I think it needs a new promoter, but
No, like, I mean, why don't we got a tow truck? Why are we trying to push people off with a four-wheeler? And why do we have a tractor that takes 20 minutes to get there and then 30 minutes to push you off track? I mean, come
Yeah,
on.
they cut our
Somebody,
laps, so we take too long.
because of them. They wait
Yeah.
till y'all run 5 laps just before they even go out there to check.
Yeah.
Like Brody was sitting at the top of the turn 3 and 4 for forever because he died. He couldn't move.
Oh yeah.
And they would not go see him. And we're up there like, what's going on?
Yeah. And during our feature race, they had the cars switched up. So Anthony was supposed to be like third or
in the
fourth.
front. Yeah, and they swapped him in that other 8
with
car.
Trent. Yeah, with Trent,
and boy, I was hot. I was livid.
I was too.
And then apparently my mom called Robbie Lilly and got the call changed, and they moved him to the back, but they never put Anthony back up there. Which I mean, I don't think he should have been up there no way because they kept.
It was
I mean,
5
every
laps.
time. That's what I'm saying. Every time we go under.
Out.
Exactly. So every time we go back under green, I mean, they put them back up to the front, and then we pass them back because they're too busy trying to run each other over.
Yeah, everybody had it out for that.
That green
114.
car.
Yeah, that was it 114.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody was mad at him. Like they were all talking about it.
So he was running everybody over.
Yeah, I mean they had a right to be mad, but
Yeah.
I mean personally, I wouldn't try and take somebody out. I'd just try and run the race and beat him, and then we'd talk about it in the pits. But no fighting, just like, hey, like what's going on?
Hands though on somebody.
I'd like to.
Me too. You want to
Man.
fight Tristan? Tristan, we'll fight next race.
All
Y'all
right.
do it on the front straight away.
Well, Brian, he don't want nobody doing that no more. Somebody got up in his face, and I don't want no fighting no more. So
Right.
fast.
Well,
Yeah, it was like a different tone in that driver's meeting Friday night, wasn't it?
It was. It was.
Yeah.
I think somebody scared him, but
Or be
I
coming
couldn't
up
get over
pushing
like
me.
2 weeks ago when we had the driver's meeting, and he was like, "Crown Vics, we want to hear y'all cut them mufflers off. I don't care what the tech man says." I was like,
yeah, and then you go over to Dublin and they want to throw you out because your exhaust ain't long
"Yeah."
enough.
Right.
I think all tracks should come together at the beginning of the year and set the rules for all classes, and then be
Mhm.
done.
And
That's how it should be. Especially your local classes, like
yes.
Right.
Swainsboro, Cochrane, Dublin, they should all be on the same page.
Yep, and all the
And
tech
especially
guys.
because they try to do it like different weekends, like they don't try to do it on the same weekend.
Yep.
I mean, that would help us. We know what we can and can't do more
Right.
of, and there wouldn't be less gray.
I mean, that's like, you go over there to Dublin, and the past couple of weekends, they have not been worried about tunes. They're Robbie Lilly, he goes over there and tech, and then he's throwing the Florida boys out, but
Well,
Oh, they were
they're illegal.
mad.
So
yeah,
200 pounds. Come on. You
yeah,
got
that's
your Vic.
insane.
Yeah, you got your Vic weighing 3,200 pounds. Mine weighs 3,880.
Same
Like,
thing with mine.
that is
I
a
didn't have to go over
lot.
the scales, so I don't know.
You're so silly.
I popped my tire and I went to try and go over. He said, "Just go to your pit," and I was like, "Okay."
That's when you stop and say, look, I'm going to see how much I weigh. And you just stop
I
yourself.
looked at him. I was like, "Okay," and he was just like, "Just go. It's fine. I don't care." And I was like, "If you don't care, I don't care. If
We
it'll
ain't
be your
caring.
fault,
We ain't
then."
caring. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I seen you sitting there and I was like, where's she going? Because I thought you was going to pull in before me. And then you just like took off real quick. And I was like,
No, okay, so for that, I was like, "Oh, you need to stay there because that car's getting thrown out because it
yeah,
was one of them freedom cars from Florida." And he was like, "Stay there." He's like, "That way, because you didn't get to go over the scales after your heat." He said, "That way they can't say you
you
didn't."
didn't.
And I
Yeah.
was like, "All right." So I went to do it. And then he looked at me, he was like, "Just go back to your thing." And I was like, "All right, that's fine. I'll get fifth place without getting looked at
right.
or weighed. Like, I don't care."
I think they
Right.
knew once some Freedom Boys showed up, they knew they was gonna throw all them out.
Yeah.
They'd already said it,
Yeah,
Yeah.
which I didn't
which the
even
only
go to that
reason
race, and I looked on Race Pass to see how everybody was doing. I was like, that's a lot of cars and a lot of people
Well,
I
did you
don't know.
see his timing? The one in the junior class was running like he was running faster than the pros.
Yeah, I think he turned
18, like
yeah,
18 something.
like
Yeah,
that's insane.
Yes.
like I ain't trying to be mean, but just go on up or get out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
But
I
with
don't know,
those, but
but they only
also,
come because Waycross rained out.
yeah, and I
Right.
heard that Robbie told them that they would be fine if they come, and then they wasn't fine, and that's what made them so mad.
Well,
But I'm sorry,
It,
if you're running a 373, they can run 373s where they're from. So they had a 373 gear, plus they weighed 3,200 pounds, or yeah, 32. And they had everything honed out, like the doors, everything was gutted out. Like they hardly had anything in their cars. So yeah.
yeah, and then they take a piece of sheet metal and run sheet metal
Mm-hmm.
on it, like it's not obvious.
Yeah.
Like the pillars in the car, the doors, they're 100 pounds a piece.
Oh yeah.
You cut them out and put a piece of sheet metal on there, and
You talking about where
I
the
mean,
doors connect, like where we have to weld
yep,
them? Shit.
yep,
I didn't know
yeah.
that.
Those are pillars right there, right
yeah,
in between the
me and
doors.
Susie's learning something there.
Yeah. I didn't know they weighed that much either. I was like,
Yeah,
I didn't
damn.
either till Lane told me.
Heck yeah. So that's why they have theirs cut out. Makes sense. And that's why they got
I,
thrown out in Dublin too for having them cut out.
yeah.
right,
Speaking of
but
lanes,
Oh yeah, him and going to the William Avali thing. What's that going on?
yes, he's going
that's
How do you say his last name?
Avelli, William, holler at me and tell me how to say your last name.
Yes, please.
Avelli, I think.
I think that'll be some good racing, especially with him calling out. There's definitely gonna
Mm-hmm.
be people hunting.
Oh yes.
That's I'm not
I don't know if
going,
y'all did y'all see the
but
comments and like everybody's like betting on it? Like we
Mm-hmm.
gotta start a bet on it, so they're all betting.
Yeah, you know I had to throw my 2 cents worth in there. I was like, yeah, Georgia better bring back it.
Tristan will not be attending that.
No, I won't be attending that either. That's a 17-hour drive. No, thank you.
Wow.
Did you see what my dad commented talk about some road trip?
Yes, I was like, gosh, y'all
He is
going?
not. He's out of his mind. I don't
Yeah.
know. We did talk to the dude and like when we were first building it or whatever, and we had like called him about something, and he was like telling us stuff. Yeah, you can do like it was about undoing like all the cables or whatever, like ones we can and can't undo.
Oh, the wiring.
And
The
Yeah,
wiring
like, he was
harness.
like so we called him to talk about that, and he was like, "Yeah, you can undo it, but if you'll just bring it up here, I'll undo it all for you." And he was like, y'all can race here." And then Dad looked at me, he was like, "Wanna go?" And I was like, "No." Yeah, and then we just
All
left
right.
it. We was like, "It's okay, we're not gonna undo anything. It'll be fine."
Right.
Yes. I'm not just a weekly race. I'm not driving 17 hours.
I think they're going to
I
2
don't think
different tracks though, aren't they?
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
I think they said they're gonna do 2,500 at each track, so but I
That
don't know.
that'd be a
I've
good
seen I've
payday.
seen Jason race, and Jason can go when he wants to, but William knows a lot, but I've never seen him race.
Well, I think with him allowing Shotgun to come with Jason, I think Shotgun's gonna be the one that's gonna
I
blister
do
their
too.
ass in
Shot
his blue car.
Little Lane, he's bad.
Yes.
He's bad.
Yes.
So
I think Shotgun's gonna go blow them both out the water.
We shall see.
Here, we're gonna put
as
our
long as
bets.
it
Let's place our
if
bets.
it stays wide
Let me look at my
open,
daddy's checkbook.
Yeah. Let me get some money from Wes.
if it stays wide open, I guarantee you
Hmm?
Little Lane will come out almost in the positive on that.
Yeah.
I can just see like Jason getting up and like wrecking William so that Junior can like shoot around. Like I
Hey,
can see it. Not
he's
talking
done it in
anything bad
Alabama.
about him, but like I can see him doing that.
No,
And
he's
honestly,
actually
that's kind of
done it.
smart.
He's actually done it in Alabama at the state race or national race, one of those. This man was actually getting into little Jason or Shotgun, and Jason went around there under caution and just ran slap into that man, and he had to go to
And
jail.
that's one thing I love about Big Lane. He is crazy over that boy.
Yeah.
He
And
does
I'm
not
so,
let nobody mess with him.
anybody
I
touches
like
him,
him
he
though.
goes
That's
after
where we
him.
got my car from.
That's what I think
That's where I
everybody
got mine
buys.
from.
Everybody buys them from them.
Yeah, and he was like, we can get it race ready for you." And Dad was like, "No, she's gonna do it herself."
He
So
couldn't
I was
even
like
he couldn't
stripping
even
Susie's
cheat mine up
everything.
before I bought it.
Raggedy.
Well, he didn't do
Oh,
nothing to
raggedy.
mine.
Huh?
Jason Lane's
I'm doing the
raggedy.
podcast.
Hey, Tyler.
We had to redo it. Susie said, "Hey, we said bye."
Bye.
Tristan, do you get nervous before you go on a track?
Nah, I used to like when I first started, but like I've got so used to Crown Vics, and
That's
honestly, they're
sad.
slow now, and it's the only thing
Now,
I get nervous about is people like her. But
Yeah, I get nervous about who I start beside.
me too.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier.
Yeah.
Like, I literally get so sick to my stomach if I'm starting beside somebody. I know that'll probably wreck me.
So, like I was telling her, Tristan, like Saturday, whenever I had to start beside Donovan, which I need to give credit when credit's due. And I'm going to make this clear. Y'all have heard me for so many weeks talk about Donovan. I guess he's heard our podcast. And I hope he has, because it seems like, okay, Friday night, I feel bad for the boy. He did get his car like demolished by the 114 car.
he
Like,
did
yes, the
bad.
Yeah,
car
we had
was,
to help him load it up. Like, it was bad.
and I mean, that I don't like nobody's car to be
I
destroyed.
wanted to cry for him.
Yeah, like I would be boohooing if my car got destroyed. So I don't want nobody's car destroyed. But he found another car and he came back out to Dublin Saturday, and I had to start beside him. I almost didn't race. I almost just said, bump it, I'm good. Because, it was my first race back since I flipped. But kudos to the dude. He raced me clean. And I watched the video, and he did not turn up on anybody this race. And he actually ran a really good race. And when we were in payouts, I told the boy, congratulations. Not congratulations. I thanked him for not getting into me. And this dude could have said, bump you, cracker. I don't got to hear you. You've been talking crap about me. I don't have to hear shit you say. But instead, he was like, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. He's very respectful. But just because I'm commending you now does not mean you get to go back and start hitting people next time. Like, just keep yourself straight. Worry about your race and don't hit nobody. And you'll be a great racer. That's all I got to
Exactly.
say. But thank you for
Don't hit
not getting into
nobody.
me. Yeah, thank you for
It's
not
not-
getting me.
Because he run me over in that heat race, and I was pretty hot,
Yeah, Friday was awful.
and I went over there and I was cussing him out. I didn't feel bad whatsoever
I love
because
you.
he's got to learn, and I think with me doing that, he's starting to realize because
Well, I'm glad you're in the
Let me
pro
tell
class,
you.
because if I
Man,
ever did anything and you come and cuss me out, I'd probably start
He
crying.
no,
would. He
I
would.
know,
is
I would cry and load it up and be like, "I'm not doing this if this is how you're
that
talking."
is
Right.
that is one thing I'll never do because I understand there's girls that race with us. I will never yell or cuss at no girl. That's one thing.
What about
What am
Susie?
I, dude?
Queen Susie, actually.
Susie,
I
you
mean,
know
this
what I
is
mean?
Queen, dude. You cussed me out.
I have never once cussed
Lies.
you out.
No,
When
he
have I
did.
cussed you
You
out?
never cussed me out. I'm
Even in
playing.
Swainsboro, I kept my cool. I was chill.
No, I started stressing because there was one time in Cochran, it
No.
was last season, and you spun out, and Cochran was like dusty, bad, like you could not see in 3 and 4, and you spun out right in front of me, Susie, and I
Damn,
literally was,
Susie.
oh my God, where's she at? And I'm sitting here like
You
panicking
couldn't
now because
see.
I couldn't find you, and I seen like you start spinning, and then I come by you, and you're sitting there, and you're just like this, like looking so sad. I'm like, I'm just glad I didn't hit her, and
Well,
then
see, what happened was I hit somebody too because I couldn't see. And somebody spun in
yeah.
front of me and I hit them and they destroyed my car. And I was like, and they just kept riding. And I'm like,
Yeah, when they used to have that old dirt on there, it used
yes,
to get dusty. Like it was bad. You just had to
bad.
go off in there and trust it. Hope for nobody spun
I
out.
know, right?
And I
It's
don't
like,
trust myself like that. I know I
me
should, but I
either.
don't.
Me
Mm-mm.
either. Mm-mm.
That's like
So,
Susie spun out in front of the whole field last Saturday. And I didn't
okay,
know
we done talked
where.
about that 3 times.
Hold on, because I didn't know which way she was gonna go. Because one minute she spun, she was coming down the track, she kept spinning, going up the track. I was guessing so hard which way to go, and I had to just full commit. And then as soon as I was passing her in my peripheral, I seen bang, bang, bang. She got hit. I was like, oh no, I don't see how
Okay.
people just. If you're that far back, I don't see how you don't avoid stuff like that.
Facts.
Yeah.
And then call me
Please
and tell
tell
me I
me. Oh,
owed you.
and I was on the very top. Like I done got up there with the other car trying to like let them all have the space behind me. And they just gonna come in there piling
Bam.
out. When I pulled in there with you, I was literally on the verge of like crying. And not because I
Okay.
was mad they hit me, but I knew I had gave them some room to go around
Yes.
me. Like I knew I did.
Mm.
And
And
then
if
you were like, yeah, and then y'all were all like, which one, which one? And y'all were pointing them out. And I don't know who those 2 dudes were, like, with you that was looking at my car, but they were like, it was that one right there. And I'm like, yeah, that one. I was like, we'll talk to him later. I never talked to him, but um, I did say something around the driver of the 114 car, not realizing it was him. I was actually at the payout or whatever, and he was standing there, and she was like, I was getting Colts money is what I was doing and turning in my transponder, and she was like, "You didn't start the race?" I was like, "No," and I was like, "I got my radiator busted and everything. I couldn't start after my heat." And she said, "Oh, that sucks." I was like, "Yeah." And then she was like, "Well, give me just a minute." And she was like, "A bunch of y'all didn't get no money." And I said, "Yeah, we had somebody driving through wrecking us all." And then I was like, "Everybody's got his number." And I said it, and he like his eyes got real big, and I was like, "Oh my God, I've done screwed up. Like,
so
what did
you
I just
called him
do?"
out in front of him and you didn't even know it was him.
No, I didn't, and
That
then
is epic.
we pulled back up at the track in Dublin, and he was parked, like, 3 trailers over us from us, and he had a factory stock,
Yeah.
and Dad was like, "You know, that's the dude," and I was like, "I need to apologize to him," but I said, "I really don't need to, because I hope I made him aware."
Yeah, it was I think Luke Scott's son was who was
And,
in the
it
114. And he used to race Crown Vics and he was pretty good. So
well, even if he drives factory stock, you would
yeah.
figure he'd be more respectful. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah,
tearing somebody's stuff up just because isn't fun.
and that's
Right.
one thing. Like when I look, it was a grown man driving that car, and I was like, "You're sitting here running juniors, and you're running everybody over. Don't know, and
Everybody.
nobody knows you here hardly." Like he was. I feel bad for Donovan for what he did to Donovan, but like that dude was running everybody over.
Speaking of
Luck.
Donovan, tell them what you did in the pit area when he took you out.
Okay, so when we
It
was
was
pulling off
epic.
the racetrack, I was trying to get out my car then. I was looking back, trying to find him. He's done went all the way back to the back. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait till we get out the tech shed. So as soon as I pulled my car through the tech shed, I got out and I was hot. And he pulled in the tech shed and I said, if you run me over one more motherfucking time, I'm going to whoop your ass. And he was
His
like,
mom's
dude,
pulling on him.
yeah, my
Tristan,
mom
come
trying to
here.
pull me, hold me back.
I was like, let it happen.
Let me go. This needs to be said. I'm not gonna hit him, but he got to learn. And he was like, dude, he was like, I didn't mean to, calm down. I was like, how the fuck do you not mean to when I'm already in the bottom of the racetrack taking the lead in the heat race and you just come in there and spin me right
Spin.
around? He was like, you come down on me. And I was like, how the fuck do I come down on you? And I'm already in the bottom taking the lead. You run in there and just dump me. And he was like, whatever, dude. And I walked
He
off,
did.
but I was,
Guys, and I know you're on here, Tristan, but guys tend to like they'll hate the dude the day of, and then like 30 minutes later, they're best friends with him. And they're going to get some food. I can't do that.
Not
no,
Tristan. Not Tristan.
if I don't like you, I don't like you. You
Yeah.
know, if you done something to make me not like you,
Uh-huh.
fuck you. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. And if you
Well,
get
That's
into
like
him, go ahead.
forgive, but I don't forget.
that's like me and Donovan. You know, he run me over in Cochran. I mean, it is what it is. Like, even if he didn't mean to, at the end of the day, it's all good. I mean, I was just doing all that to make a point. Stop running everybody over.
And I think
Because
he
I mean,
did.
it's ridiculous. Like, nobody wants to go week to week getting their stuff tore up. And
Not
I've
at
already
all.
had so much bad luck. I had it up to here when he spun me out. I was just
Like, honestly, y'all, he just spent, what, $800 on a rear end? And the week
yes.
before that, it was his front end. And then week before that, it was his front end again. And then it was, yeah.
And then the
Well, the
motor
rear end
wouldn't
is till they
run.
got too
Like,
happy.
Yeah. Right.
and then I get on Facebook. If so, anybody got a rear end, let me know. Don't nobody let me know. I ain't got no help. So I had to go to the junkyard. And then luckily Wes taught me how to rebuild it. So I went home and rebuilt the rear end and
Yeah.
got it all fixed.
Yeah.
I was like, it's all good. I got it fixed. It is what it is. And
And then he
now I
wrecks.
got to fix the front again.
No, it's got to fix.
I'm so sick of
That
this.
front end is going to be shit for too much longer. I'm going to have to give you my other Crown Vic that can fix.
I might just hop in the late models and cheat up my Crown Vic and then run big races.
There you go. There you go. I was just saying, you're not getting out of Crown Vics. I'm not allowing you to get out of Crown Vics completely. No,
Like,
sir.
Well,
should,
so
like,
you don't run with him right now.
I don't care.
You
I'll
gotta
be there
get
in a
up
minute.
there.
I'll be up there next weekend. Well, after next weekend. I think I'm going to win Cochran. I'm going to just quit playing with y'all. I'm going to just go ahead and move on up.
Yeah, you'll win,
Let
but I
y'all
won't be there.
shine.
I'll be trying to pay somebody to let me back down in juniors.
Hey, just sign up and see if they catch it.
They did, because we asked them and they was like, no, we got it noted down that you can't run juniors no more. And I was like, y'all are weird. Like, because when Peebles was doing it, it took forever to make aware. But
Facts.
now I guess since it's been such a problem that it is what it is. But I mean, I don't mind moving up to pros. I needed that last win to build my confidence back up.
Yes, you're an awesome driver when you stay out the walls.
Luckily, we ain't had too much of that lately. So
Thank
it's just-
God.
You better knock on some wood. Yep.
Yeah, we are.
Mhm.
I sucked it out the universe. But
Wait, so have you always raced? Because I don't know. Like,
No, I started racing last year actually. Jackson Wells' family.
Mhm.
They that blue 9 car, I don't know if you ever remember that car.
yeah.
But they was like, hey, if you want to run that car, run it. I was like, all right, because they absolutely hated that car because the whole time the computer was fried in it. So when you get halfway down the straightaway, and it
bad.
would not run. But I kept going to Swainsboro and they kept letting the track get slicker and slicker and I would finish 5th. I wasn't too worried about it. And then Cochran's first race back open, I wrecked. I tore that car up bad.
Bad.
Like it busted the motor up. Like I pushed the front end all the way into the motor and it
was pretty
made
bad.
it bad. But and then I took the computer off the blue car and put it on my new car and it made my car do the same thing. I was like, you're telling me the whole time all I needed was a computer?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The whole time.
But now I started racing about April of last year, but I've always helped Brandon McDaniel in late models. So like I've always been at the racetrack. I started racing Crown Vics because of Jackson Wells' his family. But
Yes,
because
so-
old Dennis McDaniel and Lisa,
Yes.
gotta love them. So
Yes.
they
Yes.
didn't
Yes.
put me
yes,
in
yes.
racing.
So he's
And then-
always been around racing though.
Yeah, but I hopped in Crown Vics and it's been fun, but it's just I'm getting ready to hop in late models, which I got a late model.
Yes, it does.
I practiced it one time and I didn't do terrible in it. I didn't spin out or nothing. It's
You didn't hit the
definitely.
wall? You didn't
No,
hit
I
the
didn't.
wall?
I did a little bit, but I was going in the corner. I scraped the spooler on it because I was just letting it eat.
Yeah.
I was getting too comfortable, and I folded the spooler a little bit back, but we fixed it.
So
Yeah, that's
I
what I love about late models. You can just take a pot rivet, you ready to go again.
so I was picking at him, and I was like, "Dang, Tristan, you might need to stay in the 602 because you sure did hit the wall." Because he'd been hitting the wall like every week before that. But no, he's still
Man, them dang tie rods, I tell you, they ain't made worth crap.
on the
No, they
Crown
are not.
Vics. Ain't
Yes.
nothing made worth of crap. Like we
No.
need new parts.
That's like you want to have a stock class, but can't. Everything's breaking on my
Yeah.
car.
It is so rough. Like literally sitting there, my head was banging side to side, and I got out the car and I was like, "Give me some Tylenol."
Man, we went over there last week. I literally thought my car was just gonna rattle and fall apart like Legos. It was
Yes.
so rough. It's just going through there.
Yeah.
I
Well,
was
I
like, this.
wonder if it's because they run them like trucks or whatever in there, because it's only bad on the turn, and they were turning around there,
They were. They
It's
were.
cause
But
they pack the track in way too hard, and then it just when you get them late models and all that, it just breaks it all up and creates ruts.
I know it's scary because I be sitting there and banging side to side, and I just like I don't know when my car breaks or whatever. Like I mean, I can feel it being weird, but I just keep on. And I'm trying to
till
find
she
my
can't
dad
no
up there to
more.
tell me to come in or whatnot. Like I'm gonna ride it till it falls apart. Like
She ride
whatever.
or die.
That's
And
She gonna
he
ride till the
wasn't saying
wheels fall
nothing.
off.
He wasn't saying that, and it was literally about to fall off. Literally,
Really?
like I'm not lying to you. I was
when
about to be riding on the rim. It was literally holding on like that. And I was like, "So what happened?" And they were like, the bead come loose on the tire, and it popped off the rim." And I was like, "So, put it back on?" And they were like, "It takes a machine." I
Yeah.
was like, "Well, we
I
had
saw,
extra."
I have 5 tires. I have a stack of 5 tires right now from 5 weeks of racing. The rear end bars keep breaking. I go off in the corner
Mhm.
and it roll the tire every time, and it gets a hold of that shock and it just rips the tire apart.
Yes.
I'm so sick
Yes.
and tired of it. But I got some new bars, so we ought to have
Good.
not have no more problems out of it.
Well, ever since
If you
I
put them on right,
Huh?
I said if you put them on right.
I know. Man, I tell you, I was putting that rear end back. Ooh, I was hot. That thing was giving me hell. It was absolutely terrible. It's like, cause on mine, it's got the exhaust that runs down and goes back over the rear end. Well, I
Mhm.
wasn't paying attention. You have to run you have to run that one over the exhaust. Well, I didn't do that. So I had to take it apart and I was like, well, let's connect the other side first. I connect the other side and I was trying to rotate it and I was like, I still can't do that. And then finally, I just took the whole thing apart, and then it wouldn't line up, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm literally about to lose it." So the whole time, you have to loosen up that center Watt-link bolt to line everything up, and we
Yep.
finally got it. But it was. I was about
Try and
ready to just
error.
light that thing on fire. As
Try
many
and
times as I've done
error.
changed that stuff, I ought to know by now.
In your
Yeah.
sleep. In your sleep. Especially your front end.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's super easy. I
Yeah.
can do that in 10 minutes.
You should seen me and Tristan trying to take his front end apart one day at the shop, and we didn't have the lift, and we was on the ground. I'm not a ground person. I cannot stand doing nothing on the ground. Like we've got a lift for a reason.
And I do
So
everything on the ground.
yeah, I
Yeah,
can't
that's what
stand
we
it.
do because we don't have a big shop like that yet.
No, I'm bougie then, cause I don't like being on the ground.
Well,
So
I hate
and
it,
it
but I
was
got
hell.
to.
It's
But we getting
hell.
the shop built with a lift and all that, so
we
Big
were
we'll,
supposed
boy.
to soon, but the way we went about it, we went wrong because we already had like a big pole barn from when we had our camper that we put it up under. So he was like, "Well, we're just gonna add on to that." Well, we added on to it, and then the people we got to like come like start doing the walls and stuff, we were not paying them what they was gonna charge us. No way,
That's
same thing with
bad.
us.
absolutely not.
Like
The
they
guy was
told him,
like, "We're gonna take a weekend and we're gonna pour concrete and then we'll wall it in ourselves." And I was like, "We are. I'm not.
they
I
wanted
helped
like,
him pour concrete one time,
and
and that was for our pool thing, and I was literally about to strangle him."
we got the pad poured, and then we was going back to do the shop. Well, at first they told us 11,000, whatever. Then they come back and told us it was like an extra 15,000. And we was like, we're not spending no $30,000 for this. You're
No,
crazy.
Dad has his own little way of doing it. He's like, "We're gonna pour the concrete and then we're gonna wall it in, and then I'm gonna just spray the little foam stuff in it and be done." I was like,
That's
"Okay."
a whole lot cheaper.
I mean, but our problem is we don't have time. Like, my
Facts.
sister plays ball, and we're at the ball field 3 days a week, and then every weekend we are with her, and then we leave early from there, me and him, and then we go race, and then they meet us there, or either they come home and we get up Sunday morning, we go to church, and then we sleep all day Sunday until we go to church again Sunday night.
See,
Sick
Like,
fucking.
yeah, I know.
yeah, actually playing ball. I finally gave up. I finally gave up ball.
I did too.
I fractured my back, and that pretty much put me at a hope for ball. So I was like, I'm done with baseball. I'm just gonna commit to racing, which I'd already like. I was big into racing already, so I was like, I don't even like my coach. He's like, my coach was sitting me and would not play me, and then he told me for the next year, he was like, "You're gonna be our DH," and I was like, "No, I'm not." So I quit.
Well, I had
You're
the
not a
highest batting
sideline
average on
person.
the team, and they would not let me hit. And I had some of the nastiest pitches. I was not the fastest, I'm not gonna lie to you, but I could move the ball where I wanted it to go. So any girl can catch up to speed, but if you don't know where I'm throwing it, then it doesn't matter. And
Right.
they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna start you. We're gonna start you." I never seen the field, and but that wasn't the only reason I quit. I was also tired of it. And
Well,
so,
I played softball in school too, y'all. And I got scholarships, and then I got pregnant, and they took it all away. So I didn't quit voluntarily. I had to.
well, see, mom and dad was also kind of upset when I quit. I mean, they didn't care. Like whatever I wanted to do, they supported. But um, when I decided I wanted to quit, I had like 2 scholarships already coming in. And they were, like, asking me to come to camps, and they wanted to see more of me, and then one of the coaches from Brooklyn Parker, he knew me by my name, and he would literally, like, see me, like, through town or whatever, and he'd come up to me and be like, "You still playing?" And I'm like, "Nope,
Aw.
sorry." Yeah, they're begging for me back too, but I won't go. One of the girls actually last night talked to dad, and she was like, "Please tell her to come back one more year, just my senior year." And he was like, "I'll tell her, but she ain't going to." I'm going to 11th grade. I look older than I am or something.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
the
That'd be
more the
great.
merrier.
Yeah.
Still got plenty to talk about. I was trying to flip my camera around so I could show y'all this, my Crown Vic checkerboard,
I ain't seeing nothing.
because you ain't got one.
I don't see nothing. Oh, well, let me show y'all mine. That.
All right, now quit bragging 'cause I don't got nothing to show y'all.
Yes, you do. You won. You want to go Knowles?
The powder puffs, that
So
don't
that's
count.
girl. A win's a win. Yes, but I got to brag to
And
y'all.
it's in the shop anyway. The trophy's sitting on the top of the shop.
Y'all, look at this. They gave me a pimp robe. That bad
So
boy.
you need to like wear that through Walmart one day and see what people think about you.
Girl, let me tell you, I went to the vet yesterday, and it's the vet that you have to sit there. It's like first come, first serve. And I was there at 2:00. It had done got 5:00, and I'm still waiting to see the vet. I finally walked in, and I was like, "Excuse me, but y'all are in presence of royalty right now, and I really don't
I told you
appreciate."
to do that too.
I said, "I don't appreciate sitting here this long." And they looked at me and said, "What?" I was like, "No, literally, y'all in presence of royalty." And she was like, "How is that?" So I flipped out my picture and I said, I'm a Crown Vic Queen, bitch.
All right,
Bragging.
you buy her a Wi-Fi box and I'll buy her a new app.
Not connected.
All right. I'll get her some fiber Wi-Fi coming in there. That's what I got. We got fiber.
I don't know what we got. I just use it. Okay,
Come
so what's your favorite track?
on.
Are
My
we?
favorite track?
Yes.
It used to be Swainsboro, but I can probably say it's Cochrane now. But I love going to Alabama. I never do because it's kind of far, but Alabama, the national or the state. I want to win a national and I want to win a state race.
Yeah, I don't feel like I'm gonna ever go to Alabama. What do you think
Why?
about Needmore? I've never been.
Nemo was fun. I would like but it's tricky though. Like especially 1 and 2 from 3 and 4, it's definitely tricky because 1 and 2 is, I mean, the track's like an oval, so it's like an egg actually. So 1 and 2 go in there, it's a lot sharper than 3 and 4. And the bottom of 1 and 2, it's like you go off in there and it's like a jump. But
Well,
I
the people
finally just
messaged me asking if I would come race with them, and I feel bad, but like I don't like going to new tracks with people that like I don't know.
Nah, you should definitely try Needmore. It's fun. It is fun. I had a blast over there, but you got to watch out for the wall coming out of 1 and 2 because the
You
wall.
should know that.
I know, but I mean 2, it like the wall closes in, come out the corner, and it opens back up. But I mean, I was on the high side the whole time, and I was passing people left and right, and that's where my motor was about to absolutely blow up.
Mhm.
And the last lap, like I started 17th, I qualified terrible because I had to make an adjustment, but after we changed that after we made the adjustments, I went from 17th to 7th, and then on the last lap, the car went into limp mode, and I ended up finishing 14th. Everybody passed me coming in 3 and 4, so it just would not go.
I mean, I know how you feel. I went into lit mode in Dublin, like for the last race of last year, and I was so mad because I was doing so good because I was actually finally figuring out my car, and then I went into lit mode, and I was trying to tell them that my car wasn't going like it was supposed to, and I come in and they were like, "No, yes it is," and I was like, "No, it's not. I'm hitting the gas and it's not going nowhere." And then it would just cut off randomly, and there was like a plug that had or like a wire that had got fried, and it messed up the spark plug.
Mm.
It was amazing. We spent 2 weeks trying to find it. We done pulled the spark plugs out, replaced them, but the wire had burnt the next set up or something. I don't know. It was something. It was hard.
That's what my fan wire got burned up, and that's what caused mine to run hot. I don't know how it got burned up, but it burned right through the wire, and then after that, it was game over from there.
Y'all, I
Yeah,
appreciate y'all holding it down for me
you're
We
welcome.
got
We're
you.
because
we're
this
waiting.
thing. Here,
Okay,
see me.
Tristan, who's your favorite person to share the track with?
I'd say when me and Tyson was running against each other, I'd say Tyson. Because anywhere me and Tyson went, me and Tyson was running side by side and clean as we can be. Like the very few races at Cochran, me and him got into it, and it was because of Austin Peebles. They was
Yeah.
running each other over, and I snuck down way down in there trying to sneak by him, and Austin hit him down into me, and I didn't see him do it. And I called him out. I called Tyson out on Facebook, and then
He
after
did.
that, we met in Alabama, and we've been cool ever since. Like we talked about the situation. It wasn't his fault, wasn't my fault. It's just one of the things that happened. And ever since then, I mean, me and Tyson's been pretty cool. So I love racing against him, especially in the turkey race in Swainsboro last year. Me and him, we started beside each other, and we was like 19th, and we followed each other side by side the whole way. And then Ronnie sped out in front of me, and bam.
Bam.
But
I wonder where I was at in the mix of this. Like, I really don't know because, like, I've heard of people and I hear about you, but I never, like, go up to meet them or pay attention to what they drive. So
Yeah.
when I'm sitting there with Colt, he'll be like, "Yeah, there goes such and such." I'm like, "Which car? Who?" He's like, "That one right there." And I'm like, "Okay,
Okay. They
that's
race
fine."
with us? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
like, oh,
I
there
know
goes Susie. She's spun out.
I know
Nice.
Susie's car. I can find Susie through anybody.
Susie ain't spun out. Well, I spun out one time, and this year. This year.
You ask everybody else, but who is your least favorite person to share the track with?
Oh, you said least favorite?
No, not for you. I said favorite.
Oh, okay.
But for Susie, her least favorite.
Yeah, Susie.
You ask everybody else. Drop your
I'd say, I honestly, and one person I'd say is Donovan, because I mean, I really don't, but I don't hate racing against nobody. Because even if people, like, as long as they're not running me over, dogging me, just like, I mean, everybody's just running. I mean, I don't hate racing with nobody, but if it had to be somebody, it'd probably be Donovan.
Okay, Susie, who is your least favorite person to race with?
Austin Peebles. Swear to God. Austin Peebles. All day, every day. So y'all remember that time in in Cochran, when I passed him on the high side, like I don't go to the wall. And the one time that Susie grew some nuts and passed him on the high side around beside that wall, he's gonna push me. I mean, like come into me and just push me out like in the turn. But he's always like that, and he's all like he used to run me so dirty. I'm so glad he was in the pro class, but I'm just gonna have to race with him again, and I'm gonna hate it again. But he is
Kristen's
my
got you.
absolute worst person to race with. What about you?
Me?
Yes, your
Oh.
least favorite.
Well, I'm gonna just be honest with you. For a while, it was Brody.
Okay, I
'Cause
see that. I see why.
we had a little feud in Waycross,
Mhm.
and it continued for a little while. Yeah, and we continued getting into each other, and like I never mean to get into anybody, and it just continued for a little while. But I mean, I don't have a problem with him now, but at the time it was him.
Oh, yeah.
I really don't care with racing with anybody. Like it is what it is.
Well, who's your favorite person to race with?
I have to say Colt because that's the right answer, but
No, be honest. You can't do the
I
boyfriend
don't know.
pick.
I like racing with Desiree only because I literally pass her.
And you give her a hard time. Yeah.
Yes.
I love how
I'm
y'all
like,
are.
Well, and it made it suck this weekend because I started behind her, and so I was like, "If you don't go, I'm gonna, like, put pink on your bumper." I was like, "You're not gonna be, orange and blue anymore, you're gonna be pink." And she was like, "I'm gonna get out your way." Well, she didn't get out my way, so I was having to, like, fight to get around it, and then I finally got up there with Lawson, and I ran with him for a little bit, and I'm, like, praising Jenna right now. I love Jenna to death because
Mhm.
her and Colt, like, hit, and when they did, she popped his, like, tire, and I was able to pass him for the first time, and I was so happy. I got to the pits, and I was like, "I passed you, how about that?" And he was like, "Settle down." And he
Settle
was like, "It's
down.
only 'cause my tire blew." And then on his Facebook post, he was like, "Due to a tire blowing, a few cars got past me." And so in the comments, I went on there and I was like, "You couldn't say who?" And I was like, "For everybody who doesn't know, I passed him." And, like, we talked about it, like, in the comments, and his mom was laughing about it.
That's
And then
awesome.
he called me and he was like, I don't have to say who passed you. And I was like, "Well, you wanna be in my, recap post?" I said,
Mhm.
"I'm not saying you passed ahead of me." I said, "But I'll say I passed ahead of you."
Yeah, that's right. Girl, you take it when you can get it, seriously,
Yeah,
especially
shit,
racing with
no,
these guys,
right. But
'cause
I
you
got something for him coming. But
you
Dublin is, like, the only track I can beat him at right now, 'cause he don't have enough motor for it. But
you wait until I beat Tristan fair and square. When I just outrun Tristan, like, fair and square, that boy, he's gonna hear about it for a year. Yeah.
I mean, longer's okay. Don't ever let him
Yes.
live it down.
Yes. Like, he'll hear forever. Like, y'all gonna hear the queen forever.
Right. Until next year, Imma
Oh,
take it from you. We just gonna
oh,
pass
I
it
hope
down.
so. I hope so. I will hand it down with pride. Yes.
No,
Yes.
seriously, I'm gonna race it next year.
You need to. You need to. And
Yeah, I wasn't this year 'cause I was gonna Waycross, so there wasn't no point, but
you know Susie was out for it, so you knew there wasn't no point. Cause
right.
honey, I done told everybody. I was like, look, when I found out me and Ronnie had to start side by side, I was like, great. I'm not gonna get it. You know, I mean, her car is fast. I mean, and she
Yeah, she's gotten
has
fast.
way faster than she was in the junior class.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, great. Okay, I can kiss this goodbye. So I was like, congrats, girl, before we even started. And then whenever I took a lead of her, I was like, honey, we ain't finna stop. I mash on it.
Yeah.
Like, I was not gonna slow
I mean,
down.
I was gonna be proud for either of y'all or anybody who won, like, I was gonna cheer them on, but I was so excited when you won. I was
Me
like, "Yes!"
too.
Like, she's been wanting it so bad, like, she's got it.
Imma put my wig I'm put my wig on next year, and Imma come run with y'all.
Yeah.
Imma just take all of it
Why
from
don't you
you.
just try to be the king next year? Beat Jordan.
Man, I just
Lawson
I'm
almost did. Yeah,
I
and Jordan
wanna
Thigpen got the king.
I just don't care about the king queen race. I'd rather win the shootout race because I want to get on top of my
I wanna
car
wear
with
the
them
crown.
pistols and that
You're like,
cowboy hat and just pow 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 pow.
Wear the crown.
yeah. I'd rather have the crown too.
I'd
Or the
rather have the
cowgirl
cowboy
hat.
hat.
I want the
I want
cowgirl
I want the
hat.
cowboy hat that with the belt and all that.
Yeah.
Your
Ronnie,
accent will go good with it, though, like, I could see you actually.
yes.
I would love it, especially and if they had real pistols too. Just pow 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 pow. That would be
Yeah.
They have
awesome.
them pop cat ones, so when
Yes.
you get, like, to take your picture, you can, like, pop them. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
Yeah,
yes. Yes.
that would be fun.
We're gonna have to invest in that for this year. When is
That'll
the
probably
shootout?
be that'll be like the one race that I do go to in Dublin is the shootout race. But other than that, their track's so rough until the end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me and Tyson, he got in my comments on TikTok. When me and him raced, we started in the B feature. That what
Yeah.
two
That race
races
I
ago?
won, the one I won.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and we got in the B feature, and I was running second, and he was first, and I was trying to catch him. I wish we would have had a caution, and I was
Yes.
right there with him. I mean, it would have been a good
He's
race.
he's
And he
hard to
told me through
catch.
there talking about, "You better bolt check your car before next weekend." All mine was loose. I was like, "Tell me about it." And
and
we
that's
put it on.
that's one boy. Like Tyson, before like we was all friends with him, he was rough. He was running everybody over too, and we was all getting
Yes.
into him. And he finally like he took it into accountability. Like he was like, everybody's saying I'm running people over. He finally slowed down and just started running his race. And he since then Tyson has been great.
Yes.
He's that's one who does not have no luck.
Right.
He man, he gets the worst of it.
Right.
That's like where'd he race? He got tore up this weekend, I think in Dublin. And it dang
Yeah, I
near
think
it.
so.
It did the same thing to his car it did to my car. It folded the nose up, the fender, the bumper pushed in, but his broke a little bit more than mine.
Yeah. Well, see, when he was talking about whenever him and Tyson, Tyson called me and I had to tell him that Tristan was a good dude. And I tell Tristan that Tyson was a good dude. And I was like, y'all, if y'all would really talk, y'all would really like each other. Y'all have got so much of each other, and y'all's personality would mesh well together.
No, I
I
told
I
And
was so mad at him when that incident happened. And
yeah,
then he texted me. He texted me something, and like he really wasn't even trying to argue about it. And then
because you
shoot, man,
knew.
like me and Susie just kept talking for a while, like fuck that dude, fuck that dude. And
I
then
was like, you
we
don't like
met,
him.
we met in state race. We was lined up to go out, and they was taking forever. So we all got out our cars. We was just talking. Me and Tyson got there talking, and since then, like we've been great friends.
See, I'm
yeah.
even friendship matcher too.
Well, Sylvie's just gonna have to like drag me around the pits with her so I can like
Yes.
meet everybody because I'm like I will not go up to somebody and talk to them if I don't know them.
Girl, let's walk. Let's walk, girl. I got you. You'll know everybody, and you'll know who you don't like and who you do like.
You will. You'll figure out quick.
Because
Real
see,
quick.
I'm blunt, and I say stuff just to make people say stuff, and that'll show you who they are.
Yeah.
And if I don't like you,
You
I'm
gonna
just
know
not gonna. I'm not gonna say nothing. Like I'm gonna sit there. I'm gonna observe you, and then I'm gonna walk off.
He won't
And
even.
Derek
He won't
whispers
even
hot
answer him.
hand.
Like when they ask him a question, he'll just look at him and just turn around and walk off. I'm like, okay, excuse his rudeness.
Well, if somebody asks me that I don't really care for, if they ask me a question, I'll give them like the most blunt, basic answer, like,
Yeah.
and just be done. Like, I'm not gonna drag out a conversation with you.
See,
Right.
I try to like everybody. I honestly do. I mean, I do. I love racing. I love being a part of this community. Like, it's such a thrill because I don't know how much longer I'll actually be in racing. I'm getting not 50.
I was just about to say
Unless
she pushing 50.
she's not 50. She'll be 46 in less than a month. So, I mean, yeah, my old
Wait, when's your
goal,
birthday?
July 13th.
Oh, I'll
Yeah.
be coming home from a cruise the day, or no, I'll be back. I'm gonna
You'll
be
be
making a
back?
Facebook post.
Hey, you taking me on the cruise with you? All right.
Oh,
I just got off a cruise before I won. We got off a cruise. I come back, got my car ready, and won.
I
That's
did
all
the
I
same.
needed.
before I wrecked, I had just come back from island time.
Yeah, she said, I'm still on island time. Bump this. I'm going to go back to island time. I was like, I
I
just
really did.
wish.
I said I should have stayed on island time. I'm going back.
I
Susie's
wish.
like, yeah, you do that.
I wish I was on island time. I've never been on island time.
No, the Dominican's something that we've grown to love, and like
That's
I don't think
awesome.
we went on multiple cruises, and Mom was a travel agent, so it's just like now we have to go places to experience things for her to recommend. So they're talking about next year, maybe. I think they're talking about going to Alaska.
Heck,
No, that's not heck
yeah.
yet. So I have no meat on my bones. I'm gonna freeze.
You go freeze to
Y'all gonna
damn
see me up
death.
there and be like,
Yeah, you go come back purple.
yes, I'm gonna have hypothermia or whatever that is. Yeah, ain't that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Well, tell your
so
mama to
we're
take
going
me
to,
instead.
I think my camera froze.
I
and
think it
then
did too.
for my senior trip, I'm wanting to go to Hawaii. So I want to go to a luau.
That's what
I'm
we
gonna.
were for me and my brother's graduation. We went on a cruise, and we went to Carnival or Celebration Keys and Princess Keys.
I will not go on a carnival. No,
Why?
thank you.
It was
I'm
terrible.
bougie. That's why.
It was terrible. I tell you, it wasn't that bad, but
Okay,
it was.
carnival's good if you like to party.
I love to party.
Yes, we love to
Like,
party.
I
not like,
love to party.
and it's also
Yes, you
like
do.
it has the roughest bunch on there. Like
Tristan will fit in
I-
good then. He'll be calling everybody his baby mama.
Nah, I actually didn't talk to nobody on the cruise. I talked to nobody, and then I was bored. Like by Wednesday, I just kept getting motion sickness because the boat was rocking so
Oof.
bad, and so
Trust
I mean, I did start talking to somebody. I just got bored. I was laying in bed and I stood up on
I
this
didn't talk
girl's.
to nobody. I did talk to somebody. No, I was waiting for him to respond because he was like, I didn't talk to nobody. And then he was like, well, I did talk to
Oh,
somebody.
yeah.
So I slid up on this girl's Snapchat story, and then but now we're dating. So
Yeah, y'all, our young buck is not single anymore. Y'all wasted y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all slipped and y'all slipping.
sadly, I couldn't get a Bahama mama, but
Instead, you got a state lady. You didn't even have to go to the Bahamas to get her.
I know.
I don't know. Cruises are fun, but it gets a little boring if
Does
you
it?
take a really long one. Yeah.
It does. We was only there for the week, 5 days, but it's just after that third day, like, I mean, I just got drunk and I just explored the whole boat like 3 times, and after that, I just got bored. So it was like, it's time to come back home.
See, I would
Well,
hate that. I would hate being in the middle of the ocean and can't leave if I want to.
yeah, that's
That
why we like
sucks.
going to the Dominican and staying at like an all-inclusive resort. And like
Is my
we
camera
stayed,
still frozen?
yeah, we stayed like 5 days, and we didn't even finish everything that was on the island. We
Oh,
went
wow.
snorkeling, and that was, yeah, it wasn't something great. They sold it as like we snorkeled all day. No, we did. We snorkeled 30 minutes, and we went and sat on the beach for 3 hours.
Yeah.
And
See,
we took a booze cruise. Like, we thought we was getting on some fancy yacht taking us to, like, a private island. That was not what was happening.
I got fried the first day.
You was red.
I was crisp,
I
and
seen the pictures, yeah.
Yes, me too.
it absolutely sucked. It was terrible. If I
Everybody knows if
didn't,
you're gonna get fried, you get fried on the last day.
that was the plan. But I was just sitting there. We was laying in the chairs on the cruise, and I was just chilling. And I kept looking at myself. I was like, I don't really feel burnt. But I was also drinking. I was like, I'm good. Nah, we went inside. My body started cooling down, and that redness started popping. I was like, oh my gosh.
Sick as a
No,
dog.
okay, so we're taking Colt with us, and I think this is like his first cruise. Wait, I actually have to show y'all because
Stop.
you know how they have like the dress up night?
Yeah.
Okay, they have an 80s night on our ship, so I ordered him a shirt that he's gonna wear to match my dress.
Heck yeah. Oh, yes, honey. Yes. Yes. Yes.
He's gonna he's
I
seen it,
want
and he
pictures.
immediately he said, "I'm wearing that," and I was like, "Yeah," and he just started laughing, and then he was like, I was like, "You don't have to, it's okay," and I started pouting because I get my way when I pout,
Of
and
course.
I did like this, and I started pouting, and he was like, "I mean, I will because everybody else is, but I'm never wearing it again." I was like, "That's fine."
I mean, I want to be the first picture you send it to.
I'll post on Facebook and be like, "Oh, ready for 80s."
Yes, I'm put it on the dirt tee.
We had those nights too, but I think my most funnest night was supposed to be the glow stick party, and I ended up getting
Oh.
so sick. Like we were just standing there, everybody had glow sticks, they was partying, and the boat kept rocking. I was like, boy, oh boy. So I was like, all right, I'm going back to the room. Got right back to the room, and I threw up. I was like, I
See,
felt
I
it
don't get
coming.
motion sickness, so
I never have neither, but that boat was rocking horribly.
I'll get
Yeah.
sick driving up the mountain, so I know I'll get ocean sick.
And see, I don't ever get sick going up mountains. Like that was the first time I actually got motion sick, and I was sick the rest of the time once it
Wait,
started.
Do you have any more questions you want to ask the
no,
Tristan
I
now?
have nothing to ask Tristan.
Yeah. And see, isn't this podcast cool? Like, you get to meet people that you race with, but you never really met or talked to.
Yeah, and it
it
is.
just brings everybody together.
Right. I'd probably
Yes.
never talk to Tristan if I
Right.
wasn't on here.
This is the first time.
Susie's podcast or our podcast is pretty good then, huh?
Yeah.
But so y'all, I said my birthday's next month. I'm a big ass kid. I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all. So next month I'm gonna throw me a party, and it's gonna be like he just reminded me of something when he said the glow stick thing on the cruise. I want to have a big ass glow party, like big ass water slide, big water slide, glow sticks. I mean, glow everywhere.
You
Like,
gotta do it you gotta do it like a day I can come, because I'll be on the cruise the weekend of your birthday.
Be on the
Yes.
cruise?
I'll be the 9th through the 12th. We're just going on a short one though.
she'll be back on the I'll have it the weekend of the week of my birthday. I think my birthday's on like a Thursday, maybe Wednesday, Thursday. And I don't think we're racing. Yeah, I don't think we're racing that weekend. Nowhere. So
We'll see.
yeah, I might throw me a big ass party. Y'all could come just get on a water slide and let's have it glow.
I'm gonna get
Yeah.
you like a dress or something to wear with your queen attire.
I told Wes I wanted some light up shoes for my birthday. Ain't I such a kid? Like,
Get you
I
some
love
Skechers.
lights. Right.
Some
I want
light up
some
Skechers.
Skechers. I want some Skechers for real. Like, no
But
shit.
No.
But, well,
What
y'all,
was Susie?
Yes.
What was your favorite race? Your
What was-
favorite race you raced?
I
Queen
wanted it
race?
so bad. Like, last year for the Queen race, every female that started, like, they started us boys and girls together. So they started us girls in front of the guys. And of course, the guys were gonna over dominate us, and like everybody was just wrecking and everything. And
No, you gotta stand your ground. What you
yeah,
doing?
well, I was, girl, and then Jenna come in there, my sweet little precious Jenna come in there, and she hit me in the back end, and it spun me out.
See,
And then me and
I've
Kinsley hit head
never had
on.
to worry about her. I've never
No,
had to worry about her.
it was
Like
just yeah,
anytime I like, anytime, usually they put me to the rear, and that's the only time I got to worry about her. But usually I just drive right around her.
yeah. I mean, she's
Yeah,
easy to
you pretty much
race.
don't have to worry about her.
No,
Yeah, she stays in her own lane. She's
hmm
chill.
yeah, and
Yeah.
that's what
She's
shocked
so
me.
sweet. I love
Oh
her.
God, yes. And whenever she like everybody says she spun me out, I was like, "There's no way." But I mean, we were all racing hard, and I slowed down too much in turn 1 and 2,
Yeah.
and that's what happened. And then Kinsley, precious little thing, little redheaded pumpkin,
What happened with
she
her
hit
this
me head
weekend?
on. Something broke on her car. I cannot remember right this second, but her daddy did really good in a
Yeah,
pro
I just went
class.
back. I looked at like my race pass like afterwards, and I went
Yeah.
back and looked, and she was like almost last, and I was like,
Yeah,
not her.
I think something might have broke. I'm not sure. You would think Jason Lane or Shotgun would fix her car for her and have
Yeah,
her in a fast car. What's up with you,
yeah.
Shotgun? Get your
I know
girl
he
right.
might not. He might not want her to beat him.
That's
That's
all it is.
facts.
That's all it
Wesley,
is.
Yeah.
yeah, Wesley don't want me to beat him either. So yeah, he'll say the
Well,
different,
I
but
didn't
we
beat
all
Colt,
know.
but I did outdo him. So
Hey, that's what I'm
a win is
screaming.
a win in my book.
Girl, do you not hear me bragging whenever I outqualified Wes? That's what, a couple weekends ago in and Cochran? Like, yeah, I outqualified him like, whoa.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think I've never outdone Colt like in qualifying or anything. Like, but he also has grown up like around racing his whole life, so like he knows everything. And
Yep.
he tries to tell me stuff, and like I really do like listening to people that buy. I just don't like listening to him because
Right.
he'll be like, "You need to do this, you need to do that," and I'll be sitting there, "You need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do this, you need to do that," and he'll be like, "I'm trying to help you," and I'm like, "I don't need your help. I'm fine with that." I just don't like him. And then I'll go try what he's telling me to do, and it works. I just can't let
Yes.
her know that.
Never admit it. Never.
I won't. Well,
No.
I mean, I guess I
Man,
just did, but he won't listen to this anyway, so it's fine.
Hey,
I
better.
wish we could go back to racing Swainsboro weekly.
Yes.
Swainsboro was so fun to race when we was weekly racing Swainsboro last year.
Yes.
I
I'll tell
wasn't
you,
cared for Swainsboro,
I loved it.
I
That
loved it
but I
racetrack,
like
last year.
I
it
like
was.
high bank tracks. Like I like them to be long and fat.
I do too, but Swainsboro was just you had to be so technical in Swainsboro sometimes. And like my favorite race is at Swainsboro, and it was with me and Tyson. It was the first race I've ever won.
Tyson. I'm
It
playing.
was. I'm telling you. Well, I was second. I'll tell you what happened. They made a bad call. The racetrack did, and Ronnie, she spun out in front of me. She was on the pole, and they swore I hit her. I never touched her. And then she was spinning out, and then once she started spinning out, that's when we all crowded up, and they put me to the rear, and I was livid. I was so hot, and
Yeah.
I've never went to the top of Swainsboro. I've never went to the high side over there,
Oh my God, no.
and that's where it all started. I went to that high side, and I was gone. I was rim riding that thing so good. And then was come up, if we had one more lap, I would have actually straight up got Tyson, but he got thrown out because it was illegal.
Yeah, and
And
then you won.
we was going up under checker flag. And I let him know I was there. I was pushing it. I knocked the bumper off him. I was coming. That was the most funnest race I've ever had.
No.
Mine was when me, you, and Randon Durden, we switched back and forth those 2 weekends. Like you finished or
Yeah.
you won him, then me, and then it was like we just kept changing up. That was pretty fun. We raced good then, them weekends.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, but I know
Man.
Drew Grimsley. He will show you how to run the top.
Oh
Man.
man,
Oh my
yes.
God.
This other weekend in Cochran, me and Susie was on the outside standing right there with each other, and he had maybe an inch, and he did not have room to mess up, and he was absolutely eating on that thing. I went up to him afterwards, I was like, that is how you rip the high side. He was
Yes.
he was nothing but smiles.
I mean, he was badass. Me and Tristan was just like, God, look at him. And he would pass 4 or 5 in the damn turns.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was
I
going through
know.
there.
He started like almost the rear or something, and he was just flying through there. And I was standing there looking at the fence, and Daddy come over there. He was like, "See, I told you to start running the top side."
So
And I
Daddy
said,
was-
"And the wall is closer
Close.
to the top."
See, that makes
You're
the
me.
hit the hit easier though, because you're right there on it. You'll just hit it and it'll be all right. You go from the bottom of the racetrack and hit it, you wide open.
I mean, he should
No,
know. He should know.
Very much so. That
I don't
walk,
know.
man,
The
I hit it.
Um,
Slate I will not get high in. I
I mean,
refuse to go high in Slate because I
I
went
It's
feel
high one
that.
night, and
which
when I like went high, my tire grabbed and it snatched me into the wall. And when it did that, I looked at him. I said, "Don't you ever tell me to go high."
I think
Oh,
I think after I went to the high side over there in Swainsboro, that was pretty much
it.
like it. Because I mean, there's not often you can run up there. It's because a lot of times it's muddy, crummy. Like it was just one of those nights where it was there. Because the supers blowed it off for me. That's
Mhm.
what that was, and they blowed it off.
Yep.
It was it from there.
And girl, let me tell you, he would not shut up about that high side for like 45 weeks.
I talked about that thing forever, and then it after that it went away.
Yeah.
There
Plus,
wasn't
in
no
the
more high side.
Waycross. Okay, I've always been scared to run the top. When we was in Golden Isles, Colt's dad actually was in my dad's Crown Vic, and he was driving it during the Lucas Oil thing, and I was like, I'm gonna follow him. Like he knows all about racing. Like I'm gonna get up there and I'm gonna follow him. And I was following him until he went up top. I stayed
These.
right down low, and you could see I tried. Like they have it on video. I went to go with him and I pulled it right back down. I pulled in the pitch, and they were like, "Why didn't you go up there and follow him?" I said, "I tried to, and I was really trying, but I couldn't." And then in Waycross, I went high because there was a car down low, so I went high. And I'm talking about I found it in Waycross and I was riding it and nobody was racing. Colt, nor Brody, nor Mellon, nobody. It was just me. And I come back in the pits and Colt come up to my window and he said, "You just grew up here riding up there." And I looked at him and I said, "You think so?" And like I'm talking about when I was coming out of 1 and 2, the wall, I was skimming the wall coming down. And
Look at you.
he was like, "That's what I'm talking about." And then Daddy got up over there and he was like, "Whoa!" And he was getting me out the car, and I'm like, "I can get out myself. Just let me get out." And he was like, "I'm just happy you ran. You was running good. That's the best race I ever seen you run." I was like, "All right, just 'cause I run the top don't mean nothing."
I mean, I feel them though, 'cause I feel you. I hate the top. I hate the top. If you'll see, everybody's like, "Get out the damn bottom. Get out the bottom." I'm like, the wall. No,
Yeah,
thank you.
because there's
Ugh.
most of the time, like in Cochrane, the top's there, and you can pass some people, but Susie just don't want to get up, and she can do it. Like that's one,
I
like she
said, "I don't
can
blame
do it.
her."
But
I think
I think that's one thing. I've hit the wall hard enough and enough times. I'm not scared of it no more. So it's if I knock it down, it is what it is. I'm gonna fix it and do it again.
See,
but in Cochrane, I'm scared though, 'cause they don't have a wall up there. So I'm just going down. I'm scared I'm gonna flip that way,
oh, you're
like
gonna run
everybody
over.
swore
Yeah.
you did. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I tell you, I went from happies to
Oh.
whoa real
When they
quick.
posted your victory lane picture, I ain't gonna lie, I laughed at it because all you seen was the tow truck in the back.
The big tractor. Yeah. He
That
did
was
it on
so fun.
purpose.
I was like, nah. I wanted him to leave it way up in the air for everybody else. He was like, he set it down. I was like, whatever. But nah, when I went off that bank and I was like, oh shit, 'cause I went off backwards and it was just like, and then because I jumped off and I went off kind of backwards and I landed on the right rear and I thought it was just going to dig into it, and that's usually how you roll. You dig that right rear and just flip over. But luckily, I got lucky enough; it just slid the front end back down with me, and I was like, thank the Lord.
Yeah, like, everybody was cheering, and then it went silent, and we all looked, and we just seen a big dust pile, and then going back and looking at the video, you just got a little too happy.
That's where I got the name Backwood Bandit
Bandit.
from
Backwood Bandit.
Chablis. I love
Yep.
that name.
Backwood Bandit. Yeah. So like I finished third and I came around and I was like, where the hell's Tristan? And then all of a sudden I seen everybody running. I was like, Wesley, where's Tristan? He's up there, he won. I was like, no, where's Tristan's car? He won. I said, I didn't ask that. Where the hell's he at? Then his stepdad come flying by and he was like, I said, oh my God, where's Tristan? He said,
No, for a minute though, like nobody was going, and like we were all standing at the fence, and we were all like on our tiptoes trying to see, and nobody could see anything. And then you're like, oh, all you hear is all these people coming. They're like, he flipped, he flipped, he flipped, and I'm like, no, he didn't.
That's
And
what
then they're
everybody
like,
said.
yes, he did, and I was like, oh, well,
You would think that he would have, but he just wanted to make
yeah,
a
you were really lucky.
grand
I
entrance.
yeah, I definitely. I couldn't ask for a better night though. It was my mama's birthday.
Mhm.
Brandon won in 2 cars, and then I finally got the win. I was so excited. Like I ain't gonna lie, I had my left foot, I had my left hand out the steering wheel, and then I had my left foot up, and I was just like this. I was driving, and then the rear end broke under checker going off in two, and I was like, oop, 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 and then it went
He said, "Boo,
whoo.
boo, boo, boo."
But now
Tell her that's what I was about to say.
my plan was to stay wide open and get to the front stretch, and I was just gonna do donuts. I was gonna let that rear end just swing out of it.
And
I
what? Sling
I
out.
did not care. I was so happy, and I was just like, well, now we're off the racetrack.
Yeah.
Okay, Susie, you were there. What about the whole not getting the muffler off the track for us this weekend? How did that make you feel? Because
Dude.
that really made me upset that they were willing to say that to us. Talking
Yeah,
about
and have an
some,
attitude. Have an
yeah, I
attitude
don't
with
know what
us.
y'all think y'all were doing, but I'm ready to race. We're going green.
When you
Daddy told me,
see,
Daddy
when
told
the
me I should have stood up there and I should have just parked my car and not got out.
stopped, I stopped the car, right? And
Bernie
I,
stopped. Cole
yeah, he
stopped.
stopped.
Multiple people stopped.
Yes. And I mean, when you've got racers stopping and pointing, when you got racers
Yeah.
pointing, that means there's a big ass part on the track. There is a big muffler, Tristan, in Dublin, and I'm talking
In the
about
good spot too. I'm
in the
talking
good.
about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It had
So
already flattened 2 tires before somebody ran over it or whatever. So we were trying to get them to see that the muffler was there. And what did that dude say to in our ear?
He was like,
Um,
"What are y'all doing?
I'm
It's
going
time.
racing.
It's
Yeah,
time to go green. We're going green. Y'all better get up there. I don't care if you lose your spot or not." Like he was like
he's
really
like,
rude about it.
we're getting this race in. I mean, with or without y'all.
and that's how you lose racers right there.
Yeah, and the
Because
the muffler's still there.
if it was a late model and a piece of plastic flew off, they're stopping the whole race. They're going to take their sweet little time to get the part, go
Facts.
back down, go off the racetrack just from the start of the race. But when you
I
got
get,
a big
yeah.
muffler metal on the racetrack, they like
I
that's
mean,
one
I
of the
get
things.
like we're a not so expensive class, but that could have literally went through
Yeah.
somebody's bars and killed them.
I mean,
Like,
it's still like you said. I mean, it don't matter what car's out there that's
yeah, all
dangerous.
it had to do was fly off somebody's tire rung, and it could have went straight through the bars. That's whole.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yep.
Dad was mad about it. Cause
Yep.
I was pitching a fit about it. I was like, "You need to go talk to that announcer. That's one thing I'm not gonna sit there and hear. Like,
Yeah.
you can talk crap about me in the pits all you want to. I'll listen to you. You can talk. I don't care. But you're not gonna
Facts.
talk to me that way."
Yeah, he was very, very rude. I mean, he really was.
Yeah.
And I was like, geez, I mean, you cannot understand that we're all pointing down. We're all trying to show y'all there's something on the track. Get with it. Where's your brains?
Well, see,
Like, I didn't understand that.
there was some dude rude to us one night in Smaceboro too. It was
Jason. Yeah, I
but
remember that.
Brody was getting his car checked because he'd hit something, and he yelled and he was like, "I don't know what you think you're doing. Your car's fine if you can turn the wheel left and right. Get back on the track." Yeah, like when Brody told them that
Yeah,
they said
I
that they
heard
were all
that.
heated. Yeah.
Yeah.
When- Speaking of that, when me and Susie was in Swainsboro that night, and she come up the racetrack, and then I hit the wall. Man,
He thought I was about to take him out. That's what
I
he
thought she was
thought.
about to take me out, but I pulled back down, and I was letting that guy check my car out. I was like, "Is everything good?" He was like, "Can you turn the wheel?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Well, get off the racetrack because you're leaking coolant." I was like, "Nigga,
But
what?"
why you asked me if I could turn my wheels then?
That's what I'm saying. And then come to find out, I got out of the car. The bumper was all on the racetrack. The car was pretty much done, but like the cross member broke. I went back out and I finished the race.
How you
And
raced it with that cross member broke, I will never know. So kudos to you.
sucked. Like it
Yeah.
was the ride height of the car was messing up so bad. Like anytime I turned left, the fender was in the tire. It was just shredding the tire away. And I was having like to fight the car, but I mean I still finished the race.
Yeah, if there was one thing that I could complain about, like at racetracks, it's probably like how underqualified they are. Like I went
Especially for our class.
yeah, they
Yes.
it's easy to tell when a tire rod's been up. And I went and got one checked, and they were like, "No, you're good." I was not good. I went around the track one more time and pulled off myself.
And the bad thing is, like most people don't even run the noses on the Crown Vics. All you have to do is look down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't have to do much. Yeah. And
Well-
then we were talking about earlier, me and Susie was talking about her wreck or whatever, and like they didn't even know how to put that neck brace on her.
They had it upside down.
They put it on upside down. I was over there.
Tristan
and
was
like-
first one I seen whenever I wrecked, when I finished flipping.
Yeah, because me and Donovan got into it, whatever. it broke my center watt link bolt. So I pulled off the racetrack and I looked over and bam, 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 bam. I was like, there's so much dust fly. I was like, who is that? Who? And I seen 49. I was like, oh
No
shit.
shit.
So I was unbuckling my car, but I got out of the car and I was trying to run and I was like, my
That's
leg,
a long ways.
my left leg was locked up and I was like, I can't run. It's been a while since I've ran anyways. I was like, ugh. So I was trying to speed walk over there. I was wobbling over there, and they
Look like
was
an
over
old grandpa
there.
coming out there.
They pulled the stretcher out. I was like, yeah, like this girl's dead. They were sitting there trying. They didn't
Right.
know how to take the safety belts off. That's one thing. Any tech official should know how to take safety belts off.
Facts.
And
Yeah.
then I was trying to get in the way. I was like, let me do it because they're about to hurt this girl. And they finally got them off. Well, then we pulled the stretcher out, and I was holding the stretcher for them so it didn't go nowhere. They got her on the stretcher, and then they
Yeah.
was like, "How? Like it ain't working. It ain't like they don't know how to put the neck brace on." And then the one lady, she comes over there, and she was like, "Maybe it's upside down." Well, they changed it, and they was like, "There we go. That fits a lot better." You should know how to put a neck brace on in the
Yes.
first place. You're
Feel
EMT.
like
You should know how to do all this stuff.
yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I
But
mean, that's like one thing that they don't need to play about. Like, I don't care how rough the track is or if the track ain't right, but if you can't like help somebody when they flip or they're severely hurt, then maybe let's find somebody else.
well, my biggest my biggest pet peeve with the track is letting us start our race at 60 miles an hour.
Oh yeah, that makes me mad.
Slow these bitches down.
In Cochran this
Sorry.
past weekend, I like
God.
they had us going. We was going 50 miles an hour from the caution, and then they would fire before we got into three. We was wide open before we even started the
Yes.
race, and they just let us go. It
Well,
was,
see,
but
for us was different though this weekend.
For Cochran?
Saturday was
Oh, yeah,
because
Saturday.
he would fire down the back straightaway, and then when he'd get in three, he would slam on brakes. And I'm talking about everybody hit.
Yeah. He's talking about
Lawson
the
has pink on
77.
his bumper. I'm
Yeah.
just going ahead and tell you, Lawson does. I couldn't
Yeah.
stop.
I got a little blue on my bumper from old Randon from
Um,
last week in Cochran rerun. He like we're all good, but it was one of those things like we was in the heat race. Well, I got beside him. We was going down the corner. He was trying to run me down off in the wall, I guess. Well, that's when Donovan, the next lap, he turned me around or whatever. So I still finished third. But in the feature, we was coming out of 3 and 4. He was in the bottom. He was in the bottom the whole time where I was making a move and I went to the high side. He floated up off in the top and he almost caught my front end. Well, I crossed back under him. I got side by side with him, and he kept coming down, kept coming down. We got off in the corner. I was almost about to just plow the bottom of the wall. Well, I booted him off the way. I told him. We got back in tech shed, and I was like, I'm sorry, but I had to do what I had to do. He was like, no, you're all good. You straight up outran me, especially like if you outran me by so much car lengths, we're good. He was like, I was obviously in the way. I was like, you know what, we're good then. As long as you owning up to it, heck, I don't care.
Yeah.
well, shoot. I ran
See,
down
I mean,
on
I told Lawson I was sorry. So I mean, Susie probably heard me when I was pulled up right there.
Lawson's cool.
I was like, sorry, Lawson. I was like, you got pink now, and he just laughed. Nah, it's fine.
Yeah, he's cool.
I've had plenty of pink on my car.
I've
From
heard
Ronnie?
more out of
No,
I've
from
heard more out of
Suze.
Really?
You ought to just spin him around one night. Just
no, because okay, Lawson had already hit Cole, and then Lawson had like separated, but when he did, he just stopped, and I hit Lawson, and it slung him into Cole, and so he was like, "That was your fault. Like you made him hit me again." I was like,
Oh, it's all your
"No, it
fault.
wasn't. That was not my fault." But Cole is almost like he's come so close to taking me out. It wasn't even funny. I spun out in Golden Isles, I think during like the heat race or whatever, and I was spun on around and I was looking at turn one and Colt was coming out of it. And
Gosh.
all I seen was I'm staring at him and he has the biggest smile on his face, and he's literally like he could have reached his hand out and gave me a high five.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
yeah,
Oh,
and I was literally I had already, like, closed my eyes and braced up, and when I didn't feel nothing, I opened my eyes, and the track people were like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I was bracing for impact."
I was bracing for impact.
And, uh, and then we got back out there, and I was like, "You were so close to hit me. If you would've hit me, oh, that would've made me so mad." And he was like, "Well, I didn't, but I thought about it, so you better be happy."
He he raised me with respect, and the other weekend Cochran when I won, he like we was side by side, and I honestly I pushed up the racetrack and I thought I got into him. We went back under caution. I was like, did I get into you? And he's like, no, you're good. I was like, all right,
He
I
doesn't
guess
he really doesn't care unless you make a scene about it and try and blame it on him. Like,
that's
if
That's
because
cool.
I was like, my bad if I got into you. He was like, no, you're good. You didn't get into me. I was like, all right, we're good.
yeah, he don't care. I just give him the hardest time because I have to deal with him.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
I'd be like and then, he talking about sponsorship, and I don't know if you heard me, but I told him that I'm putting a pink sticker, 3-in-1 Motorsports on his car, and he told me it had to be blue or lime green or neon green or
So,
yellow,
no.
whatever he said, and I said, "No, this'll be hot pink," and he was
Yeah,
like
but
I was like, we'll see who wins this one." I mean, I've already got him wearing a glitter shirt, what are we
I
talking
mean,
about?
come on. But no, I think that's what I love racing with Tristan for is because, like, he'll give me a hard time too. Like,
Yeah.
me and Wes is serious. I can't really joke around with him, but me and Tristan, like, we can mess each other up, but we were laughing about it a couple hours later. Might be mad at the minute, but yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And he
like in
gives me a hard
Swainsboro.
time.
That's like that's Swainsboro incident. I was like, I can't even be mad at her because it wasn't her fault. I thought she was gonna go up in the wall, and I was projecting to miss her. And I went up in the wall, so I was like, anytime we've ever got into each other, it's whatever. I can't even be mad at her because
I
it's
can't be
Susie.
mad at you.
Yeah.
That's like, this past weekend in not this past weekend, but the other weekend when she spun out in front of the whole field. I was like, Susie,
5.
I was like, Susie, it's because she was saying somebody, the dude behind her hit her. I was like,
You
Susie,
talk
Yep.
more about her spinning out in front of the whole field than her being queen. Come on
I
now.
because if it was me,
know.
she would give me hell about it.
I would.
Because I have spun out in front of the field before,
And
but
see,
no, I've only done it once, and it was slick, like slick, and I coming out of 4, and I just spun right around. I thought somebody spun me around, and she gave me hell
I
for it.
did, and I will still. But no, so whenever I spun out in front of the field, I knew it was my fault. I honestly did. And whenever I got out of the car, I was so embarrassed, y'all, because you could hear the people in the stands, Susie, are you okay? And I'm just like, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. And you're just like, Susie. I'm like, stick your hand out, and they're still, Susie, you okay? Yes, I'm embarrassed as hell. I just shit the can in front of every freaking body.
It is
Well, I
so
didn't know
embarrassing
what
spinning out in front of the
happened.
field.
Yes.
I didn't know what happened because I couldn't see, but I never seen you come back around.
Well, see, I
And
told Wes it was
you
my fault, and he was like, no,
you
somebody
come
got
up
into
to
you.
me, but
Go
you
ahead.
come
Yeah.
up and you were standing out there by the wall where we were all lined up, and I was like, oh, I'd looked at you and I was like, Susie, are you okay? And you had tears in your eyes, and you were like making me want to cry. And you were
I
like,
was
yeah,
embarrassed.
and you were like kind of wiping your eyes, and I was like, it's okay. At least you're not hurt. I was
I
trying to
was
look for the
embarrassed.
positive, and you were just like, yeah, like it's
Yeah.
okay.
Cause that's what
I was just
I
so
had.
embarrassed.
Cause I had heard somebody say it was like somebody got into her. And I was like,
Like,
nah, she stepped on her dick again.
yep,
I was like,
yep.
ugh. But then I got out of the car and I seen you cry, and I was like, oh boy.
I was
Yeah,
just
I know.
embarrassed. I was so embarrassed.
It is embarrassing spinning out
I
in front,
was
especially
trying
when you're
to
up front like that.
I was
It is
trying to divert
embarrassing.
his attention to Axe because, like, he could kinda see everything, so I was like waving, and I was like this, and he just looked at me, and I was like, trying to get his attention, and he was
Yeah.
just I don't even think he was paying attention. I was just like,
Uh-uh.
"Well, darn," like,
Right.
"You can
Yeah.
see that way. Is Susie's not there?"
That is
Yes.
one thing this past weekend. I was trying to get like when I finally got out front, I was trying to get my stepdad and mom's attention. I was like, how far am
How
I from
far?
everybody else? And they're just not looking at me. I got into them when I got back on the field or when I got back to the truck. 'Cause I was like, are y'all even watching me? Like, how far
Where
am I?
are
I'm sitting here
y'all?
leading the race. It would be nice to know if anybody's close so I know what I'm doing.
Oh,
Well,
I was
my
on that
No,
thing is,
ass.
my dad always stands in a group of people, and I can never tell because he's always wearing the color shirt. I guess they text or whatever, and they all wear the same color shirt, so they're all wearing, like, gray or they're all wearing white, so I can't never pick out in the quick amount of time which one he is, and it's
Right.
always in the turn, and so I done told him I'm about to get him a neon pink, a lime green, I'm about to get him something to look at him because
Yeah.
he gets on to me for not looking at him. Like, there was one time he was literally going, "Go up!" And I couldn't see him, and mama got it
You
on
can't.
video or something, and it was, like, the whole race he was telling me to go up, and then I finally, like, seen him, like, on the last lap, and it was just too late, like
Right.
that's one thing. That's one thing about like when my papa comes with us. He is always wearing a bright orange shirt or a bright green shirt, and he is so easy to spot out because don't nobody look like him.
Right, right.
He's got that. He used to have that long hair, but now he's got that short curly hair. But he's just standing there,
Yep.
and he always has that bright green shirt, that bright orange shirt. And I'm looking at him, and he's telling me what I need to do. But now he's, family dispute, whatever. Now he don't
It'll
hardly
get
come.
better.
So now I'm trying to look for my mom and Tyler, and they're just standing there. Usually, I just text them during the race, but
So he's texting and racing, so come on.
not all the time. Most of the time I text is like, most of the time I pull out my phone, I'm like, this thing is running like shit. Or if I tear up, I'm like, this dumbass in front of me.
I can only imagine what you said about me. Yes. Stupid freaking she need to
No,
give
I
up.
didn't say that. I was just
when
going
She
by,
yeah,
and
needs
when
to
I
he
was
said
stop
like,
racing.
receipts, I know
I
he
was
said something about Susie.
I was looking at you, and I was trying to make sure you were good, but then I seen you was like, I was like, oh boy, because
I was
and
embarrassed.
them people that come around and just plowed you, I was like, if I have enough, I'm right there behind you. If I have enough time to miss you, and I'm sitting there guessing which way, y'all have plenty of time to miss her.
Right.
The problem is y'all are wide open and not paying attention. That's the problem. Then
Thanks.
y'all wanna blame it
Yeah.
on the leader because she spun out. Well, if you were paying attention and not wide open, you would have seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first thing. Like, okay, this is like one of the only things Cole I listened to him about. He's like, you do not need to look what is straight in front of you. Look for your sides. Look for people on both sides of you. Look way ahead. And I'm like, okay, like I got this. And then I'm trying to do it, and I catch myself sometimes not doing it. So then I'm like, focus, pay
Focus.
attention to
Yeah.
everybody. And so I'm like trying to pay attention to everybody, and then something happens, and I'm like, "Well, how did that happen? Where did I go wrong and not see this at?"
Well,
Right.
And
see, I always just look out in front. Like I never look
I do
down, but
too.
I never look at my hood. I'm looking at the car in front of me. And
yeah,
then the only time I look down is when I set the car to go in the corner. That's the only time, and then I'm right back up. But usually, like the people on the outside, if my car don't push, 9 times out of 10, you'll miss them.
Yeah.
So I never really worry about people on the outside. I always look in front.
And don't worry about nobody behind you because if you feel like your
Yeah.
car's pushing, I mean, if you don't plow them, then okay, they're not there. That's the way I see it.
well, we had a bad
Yeah.
spot with my car pushing for a little bit, and it caused a little bit of problems, and then we got it fixed, and we're good.
You're gonna do great. I see you're doing so much better, and I'm so proud of you. I really am. I love watching y'all grow. Like that's what I'm gonna miss about the junior class, being in there with all of y'all and just watching y'all
Yeah,
grow.
I'm gonna miss being in junior class because
Mhm.
like I've been racing with y'all for since I started. So now I'm racing with a bunch of
Wild
People that
man.
you don't know how they drive. Yeah.
yeah, just wide open. They don't care
Yes.
if they hit you. They gonna
Mm-mm.
put a dent in you and keep going about their day. And that's one of them things like a lot of the junior classes they just messed up. But 9 times out of 10 they race with respect. It was just they mess up or do something stupid and then
And we
it's
Yeah,
can
all
well,
chump
I
it.
deserved.
think that night in Cochran when I got messed up and that car just kept going in there and plowing everybody. I'm not gonna lie, I come out and I said, "We're moving up to the pros." And my dad looked at me, he was like, "Are you for real?" And I was like, "All we do is wreck after wreck." I was like, "We've run what, 2 good races out of the season?" He's like, y'all are young, y'all are learning." I'm like, "You either
We ain't
give it
all
to me, don't
young.
give it."
Man, that's like the pro class. The past few weekends, they have been no cautions. They've been racing real good, and then the time I get in the pro class, caution, 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 wreck,
You're the problem.
Yeah,
whatever.
you're the
I'm
problem.
out.
Yeah, you're the problem.
Like
Oh, that's so funny. She said you're
You
the
need to put
problem.
on the hood, I'm the problem.
Yeah, I
I
must be
guess
the
so.
problem.
I guess so, but
I'm making you that sticker.
oh Mike, you gotta love Mike. Hey,
Yes, we
it was
love
just
Mike.
it was just a racing deal. It happens.
Yes. Well, y'all, I've got to get to work because my old man says I'm gonna be homeless, sleeping in my Crown Vic if I don't hurry come to work. So, but y'all, this was an awesome podcast, and I
Yeah.
love y'all for that, and I appreciate you so much for coming in on the last minute and
You're
co-hosting with me.
welcome.
Did you have a good time?
Yes.
Yes. And I'm so glad I finally got Tristan's done,
Yeah,
and I'm
we're
happy
supposed
with this.
we were supposed to do this podcast last Thursday.
Yeah, but he was a slacker. But yeah, we'll forgive
I
you
was
this
a
time.
I was a
I'm
I was
playing.
a busy slacker.
You are. He was at my shop actually, like getting they were fixing his rear end, and then he was trying to
Yep,
hurry
and
home.
I was just cheating Susie's car up while I was
Yes,
there.
yes, yes. Thank you, Tristan, for helping me get the crown. You know, since it's all you.
Yep. Next week
Yeah.
you'll blister the field because I'm about to put another set of cams in there.
Yes,
So
we need something. We need something a little extra because Ronnie almost caught up with me. So yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna put some cams in there. I'm gonna do some
Somebody
polished
gonna
and
go show this to
porting.
the tech man and be like, she said it in her podcast.
That's what I was gonna say. Y'all are gonna have him talking to me. I don't care. Tech me,
They just
baby.
have to go through tech and they gonna look extra hard now.
Yeah,
Put me on the dyno.
I'm gonna go and put a 373 gear in there while I'm at it.
Yes. Well, I stopped at 373. Just did 410. Heck, or
Shoot,
411. Whatever.
might as well. You'll really be picking
All or
watermelons
nothing.
in.
I would. You think I'd be destroying things? God.
That was the funniest thing ever. I didn't race that night. You in the infield in the bottom. And
In
they
Dublin.
come over the thing. Susie's down there picking watermelons. Me and my papa standing there was just busting laughing. That was the
Yes.
funniest thing ever.
Yeah, I love making my own track in Dublin. It's so fun. I do. But I
Oh.
love y'all. I respect y'all. And it was great having both of y'all. And I'm so glad like this podcast was really great. All right. So I want to say thank you to Tristan, little man, Backwoods Bandit. Hey.
Yeah, y'all refer to me as Backwood Bandit now.
Backwood Bandit.
We're gonna be having a party in the backwoods at the racetrack now.
Yeah, you never know where he's gonna end up, especially if he wins.
Ain't no doubt about that.
And I want to thank Chasity Jackson. Oh my God, the 3-in-1 Motorsports. She is amazing for
Wow.
coming in and co-hosting with me. This was a lot of fun. I had a blast. So, and
Yeah,
I
it was great. I was
appreciate
glad you
y'all.
chose me.
Yes, me too. And I'm glad y'all finally got to meet. Like
Yeah,
us, all
yeah.
of us Crown Vic people need to get to know each other better.
Yeah, that way I know who to come yell at. No, I'm just playing.
Right.
That's like, and if Donovan listens to this, we're still cool. Don't think nothing of that
Yes.
night. Like,
Yes.
just drive with some respect. You know, we're good.
Yes.
He just had to find some tea to gossip about.
Yeah.
He didn't want to talk about hitting the walls.
Because it's been a while. That was
It's
the
been a
old
while.
me. It's been a while, actually.
I wish I had that song. I'd play it right now. It's been a while. But
You
yeah.
should have played this song in Victory Lane when I had that tractor. It was, man, that was the
He
funniest
thinks my
thing.
tractor sexy.
No, if I had like, if I was able to like do the little like sound when like somebody hits the wall, I'd do like, you know, the song like to the window and then to the wall.
Yeah, to the
I'd play that for
wall.
Tristan.
Right.
To the wall and just hold it out.
I was
That would be so
when
cool.
I hit the wall that night, was right home. I played that song, and we're just listening. And it was like to the window, and then my mom looked at me. She was like, "To the wall."
Right.
I was like, she caught the reference, I guess.
Yeah, she did. Your mom's cool. I love your mom. She's badass.
Well, Tristan, do you have anybody to thank or any of your sponsors?
Yeah, I can thank KP's Hauling, Elite Fencing, Central Carpets, TNC Utilities, McDaniel Cabinetry, Brandon McDaniel Bodies, all pro bonded locksmiths, and Miss Melissa for my suit, because I love my suit. And Robertson's Garage, I guess.
Wesley Robertson.
I guess.
You guess. He's going to say, I guess I won't fix your
I
frame
guess.
again. Wesley said he ain't
Yeah.
fixing your frame again.
Yeah, I'm going to need that, though.
So you better thank him.
I am a frame bender, I'll tell you that.
Yes, he is. He's getting Wes pretty skilled at what he can do. Yes.
But if you ain't racing hard, then what's the point?
Facts, facts, facts. But I love both of y'all, and I respect y'all so much, and we'll have to do this again soon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
when there's more teeth.
Yes. I love having the tea with y'all, so yes, we'd love to do that. But, all
Right.
right, y'all, I appreciate y'all, and see you at the racetrack.
Oh,
All
bye.
right,
Bye,
bye.
y'all. So that was great. Appreciate y'all tuning in with us. I know this was a long one this time, but hey, I enjoyed every minute of it, and I'm glad we finally got Tristan's interview in because he's a pretty cool dude. He's one of my favorites. And to have Chasity come on and co-host with me, she did amazing, girl. You did absolutely great. So whenever I retire, I know where my placement is. That's not gonna happen, but yeah. You never know though. But I appreciate you, and I appreciate you, Tristan. I love y'all, and I hope y'all enjoyed this podcast. See you next time. Bye. Oh, our next one will be the girl of the month and the man of the month for us. We'll be interviewing them and get to know them a little better. So I'll see y'all next week. Bye.